Oh my gosh, so many wonderful people. We've got Alex and Michael and Fresh and Rumi and Jordachi. Wow. Oh, it makes me so happy to come in here, like when I start my stream, and then I'm like, I gotta go run and grab a Dr. Pepper, pull a baby out of a something, out of a laundry room and close the door, and run and fill up my water bottle really fast. And then I come in here and I've got all these awesome people. It's so great. It makes me so happy. How are all of you? I hope everybody's having a good day, a good Thursday on my new Thursday. I am tired. I am very, very tired, but I'm here. All is well. I took my mom to a pain appointment this morning, and that was okay, but you know, it's just one of those things. Eminem, Michael, Rumi J. Oh my gosh, this makes me so happy. I tried to kind of explain a little bit on my Discord last night, but my sister is coming into town tomorrow, and while she's here, we are going to be doing some different streams with some different games, possibly Risk of Rain, possibly some snipper clips, maybe some Overcooked, you know, something like that. I don't know exactly what multiplayers my sister has. I know she has Overcooked, which is hilarious. If any of you have ever watched or tried Overcooked, it's a diabolical game. But anyway, so we have some things, and since we have some things, we have some different game choices coming up, and since I finished Death's Door last time, today's kind of like an up in the air, kind of like I wasn't really sure. So I have a couple different options. I don't even have to play anything at all. I actually pulled our board game. I have a Would You Rather board game right here. So we can read we can do some of those cards, whatever. I am totally open to, you know, whatever. It's so good to see you, Rumi. Currently snowed in. Oh, at work. Well, wait, Jordachi, you're in Kentucky? Is that right? Yeah, Katie, my sister, sent me pictures of all the snow over in Utah. It's cold here. It's really, really cold here. But, you know, GeoGuessr is actually, it's not an option because I've never actually, where are my stickers? I've never actually played GeoGuessr before. I don't know how to play it. Gosh, speaking of, I should probably like prep myself for Risk of Rain because I am gonna, oh, I do have Hades, don't I? I have to re-download it, I think. Okay, well, here are my options. Hold on. Oh, whoops, I just turned my TV off. It's been so long since I've played Hades. Whoa! I mean, and Final Fantasy Remake is off because I have to actually hook up the PlayStation 4. So that's not going to happen, which is fine because, and, oh no, is stream suffering? Oh no. Buffy the Vampire Slayer over here. Oh no! That sucks. Oh, you know what? I can plug my computer in with a cord. Oh. Hold on. I wonder why my stream sucked. Hold on. Baby girl pulls cords. Let me double check and see if my cord is plugged into my modem. You know, as you get older and you watch your parents decline, it is hard. It's really hard. And when you watch your parent struggle with something that nobody can really help them with, like, is that better, everybody? Is that the same? Stream just went down, like, completely? Oh, man. That sucks. That means my stream, what's it called? Oh yeah, it looks like everything just completely started over because an ad is starting in 25 seconds. Well, that's cool. Boo! I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. Oh, I look really pale in my video right now. Like, super pale. You can, like, barely see that orange sticker on me. I'm not on Wi-Fi anymore. I just connected the cord. I was on Wi-Fi, but, normally... Hey, it's Larry! Ketchup blood. Apparently my stream just kind of died, but didn't actually die, but it just kind of went away. Everyone. Oh, wow. J-Hops, thank you so much. J-Hops, good to see you. Oh, and Zoe. awesome. Look at all these super cool people. This makes me so happy. We're kind of deciding what to do for my stream today because no ads for J-Hops. I know. You know what? Tell me if this is a crazy idea. Well, maybe, no, because then everybody would, well, do ads play if you're not an affiliate? Or do ads play anyway? Woohoo! Zoe can stay. We're not really sure what we're doing yet. Because like today's kind of like I don't really know. I have a couple different options we can do. Dead Cells. I actually was thinking Dead Cells because I have not played Dead Cells in a really long time. And there have been all these upgrades and things, and I haven't played it in a really long time, so I will probably suck. But Michael votes Hades. Larry votes Dead Cells. Zoe says, it's okay, no matter what you do. I'm just happy to be here. I am also happy you are here. Yeah, I had an appointment with my mom this morning with her pain doctor, and nobody can really tell my mom why she's in so much pain, but her Parkinson's makes it worse, and so it's hard. It's really hard to see her struggle and suffer when nobody can give her any answers. She's torn her rotator cuff twice on the right shoulder, I think, and there just aren't really any answers. But I'll tell you what, that pain clinic is hopping. Chronic pain and pain management is a big thing. And when you're young, you don't really think much about it because when we're all young, we all think we're going to be young forever, and then that's never going to happen to us, and then we're healthy and everything's fine. There are some young people who do struggle with, chronic pain or early onset, types of things, but most people don't. And so and then suddenly you find yourself older and you just think, this never was supposed to happen to me. And watching my mom go through this is really, really hard. So the pain appointment today was fine, but it just sucks. Every time I'm around her, I just feel guilty because she's not the same person that she was when she raised me. She's a lovely person, and I really, really love spending time with her, but she's not the same, and that's really hard. And it's also hard, and it's a bit... I don't want to say it's a burden in the sense that I don't want to do it, but it's hard being the only family member here because my sister and my brother both live out of state, and she doesn't have any family around here, and so I'm it. So when something happens, it's on me. Like when when her facility calls me and says, well, this happened and we've had to, take over your mom's medications because she's forgetting to take medications and things. I'm the one that gets the phone call. And sometimes that, along with my life of being a stay-at-home mom and the struggles that come with that, and my husband's schedule being so busy and the struggles that come with that, sometimes it's a lot. And it can be really, really frustrating, which is why I stream. One of the reasons I stream. It's like my therapy, because I should probably find a therapist, but I have not gone that far yet. Jordachi says, my grandmother has dementia really bad and just moved in with my parents. Sad because there's nothing you can do to help her remember anything. No, and that's so hard. And having a parent live with you is an entirely different ballgame. Having my mom here, I love my mom. And going to visit her has always been so great when she was living in Utah. Obviously, she's kind of declined over the years, but having her live here was an entirely different story. And I got so frustrated with her at times because it's like having a child. It's like having another child that you don't have any over. Not that you really have control over your kids, but at least with your kids, you're like, look, this is, mama is mama. This house, these are our rules under this roof, and when it's a parent, an adult that's in like their 60s, it's totally different. It's totally crazy. Zoe is stuck in bed with my back being out. Oh no! What? Oh man, I'm so sorry. I've been thinking about it and living with it for years. Like chronic pain? Is that what you're talking about? Zoe here is telling us the true meaning of Christmas. Sometimes I forget just hanging out with Susie is enough. Oh, stop. No. Also, my mom, for all intents and purposes, had a serious stroke. She's not the same, and it makes me super sad. The stream is buffering again? Why? I'm so sad. I don't know why that's happening. I feel like our internet has been kind of weird, but it's been more, I thought it was more Wi-Fi. My music hasn't buffered at all. Yeah, true. Physical pain and mental health. I mean, they can go hand in hand because, you know, if you have, like, I think some of my mom's issues are mental for sure. I think my mom struggles with some things probably from a long time ago that, you know, she hasn't worked through or whatever. But watching it as a kid and then just getting closer to the inevitability of losing them forever. And that's really, really hard. I think about that. My dad is really healthy, but my dad's in his 70s. And every time I see him, I have to ask myself, is this going to be the last time I see him, like, physically alive? Granted, I'm the type of person that believes in life after death, so I believe I will see them again someday, but it's not right now. And that's hard. That's really hard. So, oh, chronic pain on your show, but it is exclusively mental health. I am grateful mental health has had so much more light shed on it. I personally don't struggle with any sort of mental illness, but I have lots of people in my life who do. And I'm grateful for how widely talked about it is now and how more open people are about it and how it's become a lot safer to say, I suffer from depression or I suffer from anxiety or I suffer from, you know, all of these different things, you know, because you gotta say something, right? If you're struggling with it. And I'm just grateful that it's become more kind of out in the open. I wish I could help those that suffer from it. Like, you know, my mom suffers from depression and I wish there was more I could do. Obviously her situation right now is not ideal for her depression either because she's sad and she's in pain a lot and she, you know, things look kind of bleak. And she's actually looked into getting surgery again on her shoulder, even though she's already had 2 surgeries on it. But the situation with her being in her 60s, having already had 2 surgeries and then having Parkinson's on top of it, it is not kind. And she really doesn't know. I mean, the rehabilitation is the problem. It's the problem she always has is that it hurts to go to rehab and do all the exercises you're supposed to do with your arm. And she won't do those. And then it causes problems. And then she's right back where she started with that pain. I really like John Green's book, Turtles All the Way Down, for that. I don't struggle with mental illness, but it helped me understand it better. Really? I've always heard of the book Turtles All the Way Down, but I've never actually known what it was about. I have BPD. Is that bipolar? Anxiety, depression, CPTSD, ADHD, and possible autism. I'm just doing great over here. Well, we love you just the way you are. We do. And, you know, it's important to talk about those things. It's important to help others understand. And I have learned over the last couple years, especially in dealing with my mom and dealing with my sister who also suffers from depression, I have learned how to just be there. And to not throw out all sorts of like, well, why don't you do this? And why don't you do this? And why don't you do this? Oh, border personality. Okay. I have a sister-in-law who has that as well. I have learned how to just be like, I've learned, first of all, how to ask and say, would you like advice or do you just want me to listen? Because I didn't ever used to do that. I used to think I had just had to fix it and I was just going to fix it. So I would try and fix it. And 9 times out of 10, I didn't fix it. So I've learned to ask, first of all. And then second of all, I've learned to just be there. Like it's okay. If I can't fix things, that's fine. That's not my responsibility to fix things most of the time, unless it's something to do with me. But I can support and I can sit and listen and just be present. Like if my sister wants to wrap up in a blanket and sit on the couch, I will also wrap up in a blanket and sit on the couch. If we want to just sit and play our Switches together on the couch, but separately, that's fine. No, not Tara. One of Andrew's sisters. Because he has 3 sisters. Have I mentioned them before? I think I have, briefly. He has 3 sisters. One of them lives here, one of them lives with her boyfriend in Austin, and then one of them lives with her husband and son in Utah. So it's the one that lives in Austin. Just being there is super helpful. Most of the time, I don't want advice. I just need to talk so I can process. Kudos to you for understanding that. Well, it took me a really long time. It took me a really long time to, to like figure out, oh, Scorpio! No ads for Zoe. Whoop whoop. Woo. It took me a really long time to learn how to do that. And it was hard for me because for me, I've always been the mother hen out of the three of us kids. So it's always been, I always feel like it's kind of been up to me to come up with like, let's do this. And then it works. And yeah, we did it. We made it through. But it's taken me a really long time to learn that that is not always the case. And that's not always possible. And I think I started learning that when my mom moved here last year, because there were so many times where I had to just, I can't do anything for you. I was completely helpless when it came to my mom. And there were times where I did just come into her room and just sit on her bed and we would just sit and just talk. And I knew she was in excruciating pain and there was nothing I could do about it. And so I would just sit there, maybe watch a show together, you know, something like that. But I don't know. Scorpio is legend. Scorpio's like the subscription Santa Claus, truly. Streaming and content creation and their relationship with mental health. That is true. Although on the one side, I feel like streaming could also potentially be, a negative source of, a negative impact, have a negative impact, because if you never see yourself grow and if you're constantly only broadcasting to 0 people or 1 person or 2 people and you never see yourself grow, I can see that getting really old and I can see that getting really, really frustrating. And I can see that totally causing like a decline in mental health. Streaming is not for everybody. It's just not. I dealt with this a lot. This is kind of related, but not really. I dealt with this when I was doing lashes and training girls to do eyelash extensions. We would get people that I would just be like, you know, this just isn't for you. And they'd be like, oh, but I love it and I really want to do it so badly. And I'd be like, I totally understand. I do. But it is not for you. It's really not. I would highly recommend kind of rethinking your priorities. And it sucks to have to tell people that. It really sucks to have to say, what you really love doing may not be for you. However, if you really love doing it and you get fulfillment from it regardless, do it. But if it's making you depressed because you're doing it and you want to love it, but you can't love it because you only have 1 or 2 viewers, then it's not working. Does that kind of make sense? I don't know. Mother bear? Well, I don't know. What do you call it? Oh, they have those. I've seen those stickers, Mama Bear, like on the back of a car or something. I'm not one to put stickers like that on my car, but I'm fiercely protective of like my people, and I'm passionate about, you know, certain things. I obviously have people I love that I'm close to that suffer from things like that, and I watch my own mom suffer from things like that, watch my own sister, just kind of watch the world kind of tear others apart for not being strong enough or whatever. And then of course being a mom, where obviously we're kind of expected to do it all. And I think deep down we know we can't do it all, but we sure want to try and do it all. And streaming, luckily for me, has been a really great booster, and it's been really therapeutic, and it's very, very positive. It's a positive thing in my life, but that's because I was lucky enough to find a community of people that continues to grow and have super awesome people that come in. But, you know, some people don't have that. Some people can't find that. I'm also like pretty much like the human equivalent of a cartoon character, so that kind of helps. I don't know. Scorpio says, this is where I go to deal with life. I'm so grateful. Well, I'm glad I could offer something. I may not know a lot about mental illness, and I may not know a lot about, you know, the way people think and what makes people tick, and I may not be able to offer like physical, you know, like a physical hug or anything, but you guys are important to me, and you guys have helped me. Streaming has helped me. I don't know if I could have made it through the past 3 years when we moved here. I don't know if I could have made it through everything that's happened to me since I moved here if I hadn't had streaming, and if I hadn't had this growing kind of community that has come together and created so many great things, so many inside jokes, and so many like little anecdotes, and Kalulu, for Pete's sake. My gosh. But I do think that's a good idea, talking about streaming versus mental health. But I think it does go both ways. You have to be careful because it goes both ways. Redeemed physical hug for 5,000 channel points. I'll hug. With a hug. What is hug? I can't even remember what it is. 6? Let's just hug.
Good news, everyone.
Hug it out. Thank you so much, Scorpio. Gosh, I guess I'm not dancing. I should be dancing. I don't even know if you guys like the dancing. I started dancing because I'm too scared to sing. Because I can't really think of anything to sing. Like, I have a slight ditty in my head, but I'm too nervous to do it because I'm afraid that it sounds stupid, which it sounds stupid to me because I've heard it 1,000 times in my head, but I'm too nervous to actually like sing something somebody else wrote. Sure, fine, I can do that. That's fine. But doing something that I came up with on my own, oh, I don't know. 14 months in a row, man. 14 months. Speaking of, baby girl is going to be 10 months day after tomorrow. Guys, I am 2 months away from having a 1-year-old, a toddler. Oh my gosh. How do I get the things to pop up on my screen? Like the little explosion, that comes from Stream Elements. It's some sort of, I think it's called Kappa or something. I can't quite remember, but it was kind of a delightful little stumble upon that I found. And yeah, anytime some event happens, it causes like an emote explosion. I can't remember what it's called, but it's in Stream Elements. It's under the alert box, I believe. And it makes me very happy. And Stream Elements was great because you could put little Santa hats on all of your emotes. They just did it automatically for you. That was really cool. So that was kind of a nice little, I started out with Streamlabs because Streamlabs was really user-friendly at the beginning and I didn't know any better. And I'd used Streamlabs for a while, but I am really grateful I made the transition over to Stream Elements. I like Stream Elements a lot better. Great inside joke, son of a half troll. You know what's funny? Charlotte just said that this morning. It was so cold this morning and I put her in the car and I came running around the side of the car and I got in the driver's side and I was like, it is so cold. And Charlotte started giggling and she goes, son of a half troll. And I was like, oh man, she is one of us. She is one of us. Oh, it made me so happy. I know, son of a half troll. Who says that? Who says that? Kalulu is a beautiful example of collaborative inception. Like, how else do you come up with something like that? That is a group effort. That is so great. What about the hug thing? I don't know. 500 channel points? I don't have a hug for 500 channel points. I think, how do you do that in chat? Do you type it with asterisks? I think that's how you do it. I think you can like type something in asterisks and it Restream bots 12 and a half months or something. Oh, Restream bot. Oh, 12.5 months. Yeah, no, he yeah, if he just turned 1 in December. So he's just a little over a year. I know, it's funny how you measure kids' ages in months all the way up to like 18 months. What makes me laugh is when parents are like, he's 24 months. I'm like, 2. Your baby's 2. Not even a baby anymore. Oh, my hug it out. So I came up, so this is a recent thing. So we have been, after each stream, usually there's some sort of something that happens that was either really funny or meaningful or whatever. And I've started to turn them into reactions. So you can do them in chat. You can do the command, like if you do command hug, it'll bring that up, I think. Let's just hug. Hug it out. Hug it out. That's from Encanto. But I also have it as a hotkey on my computer. So for YouTubers, unfortunately, I don't have a way for you to bring up the commands in chat just yet. I have to kind of mess around with that. I don't know if it's possible. I have a sliver of hope that this one type of software called Leorin board will work. But yes, you can, yeah, see Michael's 412 months. But you can bring up, if you're on Twitch, you can bring up the commands, and I have like 6 of them so far. But they've just kind of come, they're just different little reactions that have come from different streams. But hug came from, what was I trying? I was fighting a boss, I think. I was fighting, yeah, and I was like, let's just hug. Let's just hug it out. I was thinking about doing a baking stream today, and I couldn't think of what to bake, and my kitchen was a mess anyway, so I was like, that's not gonna happen. So I mean, I have a lovely time sitting here and chatting with you guys anyway, so we don't even really have to play anything. We can sit here and talk about different things. We can do like a BuzzFeed quiz. I would say we could do a tier list, but that's not true because the tier list website is riddled with ads, and it is it's crazy. And I haven't actually taken the time to like go on there. I do have the board game Would You Rather right here, so we can ask some Would You Rather cards. But yeah, I've never played GeoGuessr. I've watched you play it though, but I've never actually played it. And honestly, I don't really know why. That is true. Michael is the one who kind of started all of the commands. Was it the rage command that started first? That came from Metroid. And there was a stream a couple nights ago where I had lots of rages. Death's Door was brutal in some areas. Some of those fights were so diabolical. They were so brutal. And I think it was my stream the night that I did the tuning fork night, or like the night that I first tried, not the night that I killed him, because I did that 2 nights ago, but I think it was the stream before that. I made a little highlight video of that stream and put it on my YouTube channel, and man, I have lots of like really, really frustrating moments. No, you're just proselytizing. Oh, well, I mean, if you love something, you want to share it, right? Would you rather? Let's see what we've got here. Wow, lots and lots of stuff to go through. Okay. What do we have here? How do you find, you do commands by, so I use something, oh man, I have, basically Dad is right. Doing this type of stuff is a black hole. There's always something you can do with your stream. I do the commands through a website called Triggerfire. I think it's TRGGERFYRE. If you just Google Triggerfire, but you can bring up, I think you can also do commands like that in Stream Elements, but I think they are only for mods or the streamer to use. But with Triggerfire, I've been able to create commands that bring up videos, like those little video bits, and those are for anybody to use. So I don't remember how I found that. I've just watched lots and lots and lots of, oh, how do you see what commands I have? Shoot, I should probably put that in my about section. I should probably put that as a panel, shouldn't I? I have rage. Oh yeah. I've got good, gasp, amazing, idea, hug, and rage. But obviously you do a exclamation point between each of those. I guess there are exclamation points. There is no hydrate. That is true. I don't even know if hydrate is a good channel point redemption. Hydrate. I mean, I don't know. Channel point redemptions are kind of.
Hang on, I have an idea.
That's my tiny little one. She was so cute. I think I actually added that as a community channel point reward, was a C Prime stream. So now we have 3 community channel point rewards. I thought it was good to have multiples so people could choose what they wanted to put their channel points toward. Okay, I'm gonna draw a Would You Rather card. Oh, there are like a bunch of them. Okay. Now, some of them are like different sizes, and I hope the volume is all kind of across the board because my hotkeys are kind of different. My buttons are kind of different than the actual volume. Is a pain when it comes to streaming because what I hear is different than what y'all hear. And when I'm putting it into Triggerfire, the volume gets it's just super weird. Okay. Would you rather, while on a job interview, would you rather accidentally knock an entire cup of coffee all over the desk, but not on the interviewer, or spill a little bit on the interviewer's pants, but not all over the desk. That's a good one. I think I would probably go for the pants because all over the desk, you would probably ruin something really, really important. Like, imagine, like a desk. You've got a lot of things on the desk. Or C, Ander. That has also become a community thing. Anytime I ever offer options, Ander always has to be one of the options. He's always the last option. Just Ander. That's what I say on the interviewer. I would not want to be responsible for spilling coffee all over the entire desk. There's something on there that's gonna get ruined. And on the pants, I feel like that's probably, honestly, that's something that like pretty much everybody has done to themselves at some point, right? But has everybody probably spilled an entire cup of coffee all over an entire desk? Probably not. So I feel like the interviewer would be more forgiving if it was just a few drops on their pants rather than like spilling it on their whole desk. That's how I feel anyway. I don't know. Gosh, I haven't had a job interview in so long, but I'm gonna go with the interviewer's pants. Zoe and I. 5 cats spilled coffee all over my desk last month. Oh no. See, and what was ruined? Was anything ruined? Or almost ruined? Like, I have a MacBook Air, so like that's one of those dumb situations where they have the power button on the keyboard, like as a key. Yeah, I live in constant fear of having like I live in constant fear of having Charlotte spill something on my keyboard. Like, I would love nothing more than to get a new MacBook, but it is just not the time. I can't afford one. Okay, would you rather? Okay, wait. I guess I probably shouldn't read all of these things at the same. Okay, wait. Oh, orange is pain. So I don't know if you guys can see, but there are different colors right here. So orange is pain / fear, discomfort. Blue is appearance or embarrassment. Number 3 is ethics or intellect. And green is ethics, intellect. And yellow is random. I'm gonna go for pain. I don't know. I had a student spill coffee on my desk. Oh, nearly got it on my keyboard and switch controller. Oh man. Luckily, just some papers in the chair actually got coffee on it. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Do you want a big sticker or a little sticker, Rumi? I had a student spill coffee on my desk. Would have rather had it on myself, not on my graded papers. See, that's what I'm saying. You spill it on the desk and you run the risk of ruining more things than just some on the pants. I feel like that's not a problem. Yeah, I put it in a budget request at work for a MacBook and with that M1 chip, but I don't think they approved it. We'll check with Chandra later. All right, that's one sticker sheet. Oh, speaking of stickers, I did find out that you can buy an entire green pack of these. So once I can get my hands on an entire green pack of these, we can start doing like a chroma key puzzle where I put an image like Larry suggested, which I think is brilliant. I'll put an image like right here behind my camera. And then for like an allotted amount of time during the stream, it'll be like chroma key puzzle time. And every green sticker you put on my face, you have to try and guess what the picture is behind me. I think that's a brilliant idea. I just haven't gone there because I have very limited green stickers, but I found out you can get whole entire packages of just green, which I thought you could, but I wasn't really sure. We can make Susie's face look like a giant Tiffany's box, a Tiffany's gift box. Yeah. I have to think about like what I would put as backgrounds, but Gardic phone? What is Gardic phone? I have never heard of Gardic phone. Have you guys heard of snipper clips? Because it is great. Oh, that's not right.
Okay, so hang on. I have an idea.
It's like the drawing telephone game. Oh my gosh, those games. Those games are the worst. I mean, they're great, but they're also the worst. Would you rather have to fight off a charging elephant while you are armed with only a bow and 20 well-made, very sharp arrows, or while you are armed with just 5 long, sturdy spears. It's time to channel your inner Aloy. Judging by the fact that I am terrible with bows and arrows, I would probably say the spears, but I'm also probably terrible with spears, but the bow and arrow just sounds terrible. I would say 5 spears, right? For me, I would die. I would be trampled. That's what I would do. I would be dying. I would be dying. I would be dead. Sorry, you dead. Yeah, I can't. Nope. Nope. I would say 5 spears. Okay, would you rather make a comment that goes down in history as one of the stupidest things ever said, or have the national media report scandalous allegations against you that are not true? First person to guess right wins a prize. I don't know what prize I have to give people, but Snipper Clips is so fun. It's really fun. I like to play it with Charlotte, which is extra hilarious, but I'm hoping to get my sister in on it because it's just a fun 2-player game, and you can actually play with multiple people. So if we can, maybe we'll get Charlotte in on it, like on Sunday or maybe on Saturday or something. I don't know when my streams will happen this week over the course of the week because my sister is here, but allegations? Really? So you would rather have scandalous allegations printed about you that aren't true rather than making a comment that goes down in history as one of the stupidest things ever said? I mean, how do you escape from the allegations, though? I mean, you can't escape from either one, I guess, but how would you, yeah, right? Michael's right. You might be able to cash in on the stupid thing and laugh about it in hindsight. It's only temporary. That is true. You can prove the allegations wrong. That is true. Wow, allegations wins, you guys. Allegations hands down. Okay. Okay, here's random. Would you rather never eat at a restaurant again or never be able to eat your 10 favorite dishes again? What if my 10 favorite dishes are at a restaurant? You can prove allegations wrong. Down in history is forever. That's true. That's true. Never eat at a restaurant? You'd never eat at a restaurant again? 10 favorite dishes. That's hard. I guess that's true because, okay, so if you choose to never eat, well, I was going to say, if you choose to never eat at a restaurant again, how do you eat your 10 favorite dishes if those come from restaurants? Monica Lewinsky doesn't get residuals for being in rap songs. Oh, Monica Lewinsky. 10 favorite dish because I started a diet yesterday. Are you allowed carry out? Ooh, that's good. That's a good question. Loophole. My favorite dishes, I can make them myself. Oh, see, even now, I've got my Joy-Cons plugged into my Switch. Kalulu smiled on me, and last night I was able to play some Guacamelee while I was laying in bed on my Switch. But now, as my Switch is on, the left Joy-Con keeps disconnecting. And it's sad. Which is why I have a donation goal for new Joy-Cons. My favorite dishes, I can make them myself or learn how to make. That is true. They never quite taste the same. That's interesting. Those were kind of divided. Restaurant, because that's what we're doing now. I mean, gosh, I don't know. I would probably say never eat at a restaurant. Although I love eating at restaurants because I love it when I don't have to cook. Everything tastes better when I don't have to cook it. Oh, we already did that one. Okay. Would you rather share a single bathroom in your home with 10 other people or sleep every night in a double bed with 2 adult siblings? Bathroom. No. Because as crazy and crappy as that would be, it would be even worse if everything is 10 times worse if I don't get to sleep very well. A double bed with 2 adult siblings, that's 3 adults in a double bed. No, I'd rather share the bathroom. Bathroom, hands down. Bathroom. I mean, one would hope that some of those people would be clean people. I had a sister-in-law who's not really my sister. No, she was my stepsister. She's not really my stepsister anymore because my stepdad passed away. So technically we're not really related anymore. But she lived in my mom and stepdad's basement for a while. And I was anybody who says that girls are cleaner than guys and don't have nasty bathrooms, you are wrong. Girls can be just as nasty, if not nastier. I have been in some of the nastiest bathrooms that were owned by girls. No way. At least I can get alone time in the bathroom, just not a lot of time. Fresh says sleep in the double bed because the family bond would be amazing. I guess it depends on how many siblings you have. Bathroom. My one sibling can get bent and drown in a car fire as it is already. Oh no. Jordachi says we would go to my grandparents and literally 10 people would share a bathroom. It's horrible. You cannot shower. Oh, so you've had firsthand experience. Chandra and I are small people, and I can't imagine moving back down to a queen size bed. Queen size? Dude, it's a double. Not even a queen size. A double is smaller than a queen size. So yeah, you guys are tiny people. I'm also a tiny person. I've also been in a college dorm. I can share a bathroom. I would say share the bathroom, but maybe Jordachi has a point. Okay. Would you rather have, this one isn't even, for me, this one isn't even a question. Would you rather have socially reclusive kids or kids who are angry bullies? Is this really a question? Nobody wants to have a kid that's an angry bully. Nobody wants to have the kid that's that kid. In Eastern countries, it's common for kids to sleep in their parents' bed until they start kindergarten. That is true. Fresh says angry bullies? Really? Rumi says reclusive. I would say I'd rather have socially reclusive kids. I don't want to be that parent that has that kid. That has the kid that the teacher has to be like, well, little Sally, or little Charlotte, she hit so-and-so with a stick or something like that. No, I don't. I have a hard time with bullies too because I was bullied as a kid and my brother was horribly bullied as a kid. So I have a real problem with bullies. I understand there are reasons kids become bullies, and I understand that a lot of it reflects back on the parents, and I think it's just tragic and awful. So I say socially reclusive kids. Everything is considered bullying. The meaning of bully is diluted. That is true. I do feel like bullies has kind of become this like, oh, well, they're a bully or whatever. But I'm talking like real bullying. I'm talking being mean for sport. That's what comes across to me in this question anyway, is being mean for sport, being mean simply because it's entertaining. Like, I always had a really hard time when I was growing up because I was bullied by all the boys in my Sunday school class. I was the only girl in my Sunday school class. And because we were in the Sunday school class with all the kids our age, we all moved up Sunday school classes together. And so they all bullied me. And I remember my dad saying things like, well, they're just boys and they probably just like you, or they probably think you're pretty or whatever. And I remember even as a young kid being like, that's no excuse. That's not okay. How come they get an excuse? Oh, well, boys will be boys. But if I were to be that way, I would get into trouble. So I've always had a big problem with it because my brother was bullied because he was really overweight and was into video games and had kind of loser friends. They were all also overweight and they were kind of loser friends, but they were my brother's friends and he cared about them and they cared about him. So, but bullying, and like I said, I'm talking about real angry bullies, like being mean on purpose and because you're going to hurt the other person's feelings. And Zoe is right. Words can hurt absolutely more than being punched. I would much rather be punched than have somebody say something really hurtful that sticks with me for the rest of my life. And weirdly enough, all the meanest things that anybody has ever said to me in my whole life have all been said to me by women. None of them have ever been said to me by men. Girls cut deep. They know, they will find out your deepest, worst, most like darkest fear, and they will build on that, and they will bully you for it if they're the mean ones. So, okay, fun fact. I sleep on a prince-size bed. It's between double and full. Never heard of a prince-size bed, but a prince bed is perfect for you, Michael. I've had 5 adults comfortably in a queen. We were all super close. That's funny. I'm mean for sport at my senators. Well, that kind of makes sense, but my definition of bullying means punching and stealing. I live by sticks and stones mantra. A senator lives here in my town and his neighbor tackled him. What? Oh man, that's terrible. I think you're pretty and I don't bully you. Oh, that's kind. Well, it's doable. Like, you don't, like, Ander was like, I never understood those kids when I was little. I never understood the boys that would be mean just to, like, get attention because they thought a girl was pretty. Why would you ever be mean to a girl if you think she's pretty? Why wouldn't you be nice instead? You're going to get way more attention that way. I don't think boys bully girls because they think they are pretty. I think saying that teaches little girls to be okay with being treated badly. That's the point. They want to continue the cycle of females' subservience. Yeah, I think it's a combination because I think that's part of it, but I also think parents just kind of don't know how to stop their sons from doing that. And so they're just like, oh, well, boys will be boys. And I've talked to Charlotte about this in the car. I'm like, girl, if some little boy in class, I've told you guys this, right? She has a crush on the naughtiest boy in class. Anyway, we've talked about this and I've been like, look, if some little kid is throwing pencils at you or pulling your hair or he's putting his hands on you when you ask him not to, because I noticed when I went and helped with her little Christmas party, I noticed, that, one of the kids, he was big. He was this big kid. She's talked about him before and she's told me that he thinks she's cute or pretty, or she says Kenneth likes me or whatever. And I noticed that when we were leaving before everybody else because everybody else was dismissing. And since I was there helping with the party, the teacher was like, you guys can just go. And I noticed like behind my back, I heard Charlotte kind of go, oh, yeah. And then when I turned around, he was setting her down on the ground and he had wrapped her in this big hug and had lifted her bodily from the ground. But she was kind of crying out because I think she was in pain. And by the time I turned around, it was kind of over and it was done. And I kind of tried half-heartedly to be like, okay, well, we need to ask for hugs before we actually give them or something like that. But it was kind of already done because I could see other boys and other kids trying to be like, oh, I'm going to go in. And I was like, all right, well, we need to ask for hugs before we go in and give them. All right. And then I was like, okay, come on, Charlotte, let's go. And I kind of hustled her out of there. And on the way home, I was just like, Charlotte, I don't care who it is. I don't care if you have a crush on them or if you don't have a crush on them or if they're your friend or they're not your friend. Nobody has the right to give you a hug if you don't want them to give you a hug. You have every right to tell them, please don't hug me. And if they don't listen, you need to go tell the teacher. And we had this big old conversation about it on the way home because I think it's just kind of ingrained into us as kids, especially like our generation. We were just told, oh, go give so-and-so a hug, go give your aunt a kiss, go give your uncle a kiss, even though we felt uncomfortable and weird. I had an uncle that was a huge, heavy smoker. And I hated giving him a kiss because he had a mustache and he just smelled like cigarettes and but I didn't feel like I could say no. And so they'd be like, give your Uncle Jim a kiss. And it made me so sick, but I did it because I was just told to. But maybe we should be teaching our kids. And so there have been times where Charlotte's had a friend come over and her dad will be like, give Charlotte a hug. And I can tell his daughter doesn't want to do it. And so I'll be like, it's cool. We're okay with high fives instead. That's fine. I don't ever want anybody to feel like they have to hug my child or that my child has to hug anybody else. It's like, let's just hug. No, let's ask first. If you want to hug somebody, it's really easy to just be like, can I give you a hug? Yeah. Anyway, these are kids in first grade, but I'm trying to try to plant that seed. I can relate. I love bad boys, not in real life, but all my fiction crushes are bad boys. Well, that's every person, technically. I mean, you have all these crushes. Like, I'm the same way. It's really easy to feel kind of attracted to those fictional characters that are just kind of moody and brooding, and they're just sad, and you just want to make them happy, and you want to make their lives better, and you want to change them. You can't change anybody. When I found the skull in the woods, the first thing I did was call the police, but then I got curious about it. I picked it up. I picked it up and started wondering who this person was and why he had antlers. Deep thoughts with Jack Andy. Crush Prime. School bullying, like bullying outside the school context, refers to one or more perpetrators who have greater physical or social power than their victim and act aggressively toward their victim by verbal or physical means. This behavior is not a one-off episode. It must be repetitive and habitual to be considered bullying. That is the definition of bullying. Okay, well, there you go. Yeah, you shouldn't touch or be touched by anyone you don't want to be. That's what I'm trying to explain to Charlotte. I'm like, don't be fooled. Don't let these little boys that you like in class think that it's okay for them to just go in and grab you. That's not okay. And I've even told her it's totally okay if you don't want Uncle Joby to hug you, or if you don't want Auntie Katie to hug you, or you don't want Granda or your, Granny Co to hug you. That's fine. All you have to do is just look at me, and it's totally fine. I'll be there. Because I don't ever want to force my kids to feel uncomfortable in any sort of situation. Sometimes old people are scary to little kids, Like, I totally get it. Let's ask to hug. That's what Mirabelle does. Why don't we just hug? I can't remember exactly what she says. I do that with my stepdaughter. I always ask for a hug. I will not lie. I don't ask Charlotte for a hug. Maybe that's because I'm her mom, and so I don't feel like I have to ask her for a hug. But she's also so, and that's my train of thinking, but she's also so cuddly anyway and she's very, very physical with me, that I just have kind of felt like I don't really have to ask her. But when it comes to other people, I can see the hesitation on her. But I try to ask her when I can remember. I try to ask her and be like, can I give you a hug? I get it. I'm attracted to Batman, not Bruce Wayne. Batman. Bruce Wayne. Who's that guy? Sounds like who's that? Sounds like a cool guy. It's from the Lego movie. It's a good one. That's a good one. Wow, that Would You Rather card spurred on quite the discussion. That was great. Would you rather jump into a bathtub of ice water or jump into a bathtub of lukewarm egg salad? That's disgusting. I'm going to say ice water. At least it's just water. Why would you ever jump into a... Who is thinking it? Who is thinking it right now? Who would jump into that egg salad? Who would do it? Ice water. Alex says ice water. Zoe says ice water. My stepdaughter's finicky. She also has no sense of boundaries when it comes to people, so we're trying to model consent. Yes. Every time I go to Charlotte's room, I always knock on her door and say, can I come in? Because I don't want to just be like, brah, But I try to remember to ask before I do things. I try to give her warnings before I take her Switch away, but those never work. So I'm usually forced to go in there and be like, I am taking this. And then she goes, okay, I've turned it off. Egg salad. What? Salad. Michael says salad. What? Cold water is terrible and stays with you sometimes for weeks. Did any of you guys watch The Terror? The show about the guys that got stuck out on the ice? I never actually watched the show, but I read the book. Yes, I read the book. I was going to say I listened to it, but I didn't. I read it. There was a scene, I think, in that where he goes down into the water. I think he has to get ice off of the propeller of the boat or something. This happens back in like the 1600s or something crazy. Larry, I'm here for that egg salad action all day, baby. Egg salad will stay with you for life. Oh my gosh. No, I would choose ice water for sure. Lukewarm egg salad. Well, now I'm rethinking. You know what? Maybe not 1600s. What am I thinking then? It's not 1600s, but it was a long time ago. 1900s? Maybe early 1900s, maybe 1800s. I'm getting my dates wrong. I can't remember. But it's called The Terror. It was written by Dan Simmons. And It is a fictional retelling of the Franklin expedition that actually happened, and those ships got stuck in the ice as they were trying to like figure out how to get from one continent to the other. There's like a strait up there. And so I think it was 2 ships that went up there to try and figure out and like traverse the waters. But it was so cold up there that they got iced in. And that in and of itself is absolutely terrifying. But what's his face? Dan Simmons added a monster. So that's cool. Yay! I thought it was great. I loved it. I don't know if I could have watched the show. I think it was on AMC. I think the show was a little gory for my taste, but I heard the show was great. The book was great. Warm egg salad is spoiled egg salad. That is true. That is true. I don't know. Maybe I would do. No. I would do the ice water. Ice water. Okay. Would you rather have steam blow out of your ears every time you get angry, or have a long tongue that rolls down to the floor every time you see someone who is very attractive? Think like The Mask style. I want to hear this. Ready, go. Zoe says steam. I think I would probably choose steam as well. That way people could like stay away from me if they knew, they saw the steam, they'd know. Rumi says steam. Alex says steam. In today's like health climate, yeah, probably don't want a tongue rolling on the floor. That's probably true. Steam would be more rare than the tongue thing because, I mean, yeah, you think of the amount of people. Chandra would get sick of rolling at my tongue because I see her all the time. That's adorable. I live in a city with a lot of attractive people, so... All right. Steam it is. Nobody wants to be the Mask. I get it. I totally get it. You've all impressed me. Would you rather be considered annoying or dull? Both of those suck. Okay, dull doesn't suck. That's not true. Dull is just... I guess for me, as a person that's as animated as I am, the idea of coming across to somebody as being kind of dull, that makes me not feel great, but I think I would probably rather be dull than annoying. I don't want people, I don't want to show up somewhere and have people be like, oh my gosh, it's Susie. She's so annoying. I'm sure people probably say that even now. I think I probably dealt with it. Oh, Alex, stop. No, that is not true. It's not true. When I was in high school and when I was in middle school, I can almost get, and even now, I'm sure there are probably people that when I show up to a party or when I show up to a place or whatever, they're probably like, oh gosh, Susie's here. I really try in social situations to not be that annoying person. I hope I'm not that annoying person. I really hope I'm not that annoying person. Both suck, honestly. I don't want to pick. I would rather be dull. I'd rather be dull. I'd rather just be kind of ho-hum than be like super annoying. Duty calls. Kalulu loves all of you. We love you, Michael. May Kalulu be with you for the rest of the day. Would you rather be 20 feet off the ground, climbing a tree when you realize it's covered with really sticky sap, or covered with millions of tiny ants sap? Hands down, sap. There is no way nope, I'm not gonna pick ants over anything else. The annoying triggers my anxiety. Dull hits my depression. Both suck. Okay, all right, we'll X-nay that one. Meh. Sap or ants? Sap. You can't choose ants over sap. Sap comes off. Sap doesn't bite. Sap doesn't poison you. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe there are some trees. Yeah, I'm gonna go out on a limb here. And I'm gonna say sap. No ants. No. And I happen to live, and Rumi happens to live in a state that has horrible ants everywhere. Do they live in trees? I don't know. But yeah, no, fire ants are the worst. So, the idea of being covered, what does this say? Millions? Yeah. The idea of being covered in millions of tiny ants? No way. No how. Knock, knock. Come in. Okay. Would you rather let 30, oh man. Okay. Would you rather let 35-year-old children have the complete run of your apartment for 3 hours with no rules, or let 2 sea lions have the complete run of your apartment for 1 hour? Honestly, I'd probably pick the sea lions. I had three small children over to my house at the same time, back when we had neighbors that had these 3 little girls. One of them was Charlotte's age, one was a year younger, and one was a year older. And I decided one day to be super nice, and I was trying to get Charlotte to make friends, and I was trying to get her to be social, and we were still new here. And so we invited those girls over to our house. It was unbelievable. I have never in my life, and maybe it's because I'm really listening. Bye, Michael. Maybe it's because I have such a kind of a docile child when it comes to actual discipline. She's not crazy. She's animated and she's really dramatic, but she's not just totally like out of control like some kids are. Those kids actually make Charlotte nervous. Charlotte does not like unpredictability. She likes to be around things that are, that are chill and predictable. And that's actually one of the reasons she had a really hard time with my dad for a long time, because my dad is the Farleys. He was like Aunt Pearl and Uncle Heber and Grandpa Dean and all those different people, and he would just bust them out randomly, and it made her nervous. She would get nervous because she never knew when he was going to be Granda or when he was going to suddenly become somebody else. But those 3 girls, they literally walked into my house and immediately created chaos, absolute chaos. They grabbed scissors. They started cutting Charlotte's Barbie's hair. There were Funyun stains, red hot Funyun stains on my walls. There were books everywhere. I mean, literally within 5 seconds, everything just came to pieces. And I suddenly regretted everything, and there was nothing I could do about it. Because I wasn't going to be like, yeah, no, you can take them back. Like I was just like, how do I corral these girls? Oh my gosh. I should have just kicked them all outside and been like, you guys are not allowed to come back in the house. Oh my gosh, it was absolute insanity. Which is less likely to break my video game systems and Transformer toys? I'm gonna say probably the sea lions. Charlotte sounds like your stepdaughter. Well, Charlotte is pretty awesome, but she is a very cautious child, and she's very dramatic. Very, very dramatic. Oh, everything she does, she's so dramatic. I adore her. She has my heart, but I'm glad to see we all agree that sea lions would be better than 35-year-old children. 35-year-old children? No. I'll show you my Gundams if you show me your Transformers. I guess it also kind of depends on like the layout of your house. Like, I don't have stairs. Oh, but I guess it says run of the house. So it's not like you could really cordon anything off. Liv had a lot of sass. Totes dramatic. Yeah, that's Charlotte. I guess Charlotte isn't necessarily sassy. She's just really animated and dramatic like me. And that's okay. That's fine. She's kind of fiery, but it's okay. I adore her. She's like, having kids is literally like learning to live with your heart outside your body. It's really hard. Imagine Regina George meets a Disney princess. That is a good mashup. I'm trying to think of what Charlotte compares to, because I don't think she's quite Regina George. Because she's not that sassy. But man, if she could be a Disney princess, she would love to be a Disney princess. That girl is all girl through and through. She refuses to wear pants. Absolutely refuses. She only wants to wear dresses all the time. And she wants to wear nightgowns any second that she is home. She doesn't want to wear a nightgown only for bedtime. She gets home from school and she immediately takes off her dress and then puts on a nightgown. And I'm confused because a lot of her dresses might as well be nightgowns, but a lot of her dresses are softer than the nightgowns that she has because they're just those cheap nightgowns that get kind of pilly in the wash, you know, because they're multiple fabrics that are mixed, and so they start to get that pill look after a while. And she'll put those on the second she walks through the door. And listen, I'm all about comfort, but I'm like, you just took off a dress to put on another dress. I don't understand. I don't get it. Daintiness of Cinderella, girly and frilly, keeps to herself. When she's more comfortable, the Regina George comes out. Yeah, I don't know if I would compare Charlotte to Regina George quite, but she's great. She makes my heart really happy. Okay. Would you rather show up for the job interview of your life muddy and wet because you fell while running to make it on time, or risk being thought as unreliable by canceling the appointment after you fell and are muddy and wet? Show up on time, muddy and wet, shows determination. That's what I would do. Then you have a story, and then it becomes legend, and you were there on time. And then they're like, holy crap, they fell and stumbled in their muddy, and they're here anyway and on time. Congratulations. Yep. Yes, you guys are right. Not that there are any right or wrong answers, but I agree. I totally agree. You show that you have determination and that you really want to be there. Makes for a funny story. Everybody laughs. It's fine. You cancel. They don't know if you're telling the truth. They have no idea. Okay. That one, I feel like that one was relatively easy. Okay. Would you rather, after an epic sandstorm, which totally buries your home in sand, would you rather have to clear the sand with a strong motor-powered leaf blower or a hand spade? Can I get a shout out for Skyward Sword? The little like that you like blow sand all over the place. Just give me one of those. I've done it before. In that game, you clean somebody's house with that. I would totally do it with leaf blower. I would zoom in. Just come zoom. You would zoom in. That just, yeah, that got me. For a second, I was thinking zoom as in like run really fast to make it on time. No, you're smart. You are smart. Right? Come on. We would choose the leaf blower. Who is going to sit and like with their house covered in sand? No way. It's all about the leaf blower. I've already done it. I've already cleaned somebody's house with one of those little things in Skyward Sword. It's fine. Who is that lady? She's the mom of one of your like fellow academy people. What is it? Cadets? Whatever it is. Sky Academy or whatever. Pip. I think his name's Pip. Anyway. She's like, I just can't be bothered to clean. It would be so helpful if you would clean my house for me. Okay. Would you... This is stupid. Would you rather bang your shin really hard on a coffee table once or get a strong electric shock from every doorknob you touch for a day? Gonna go for the coffee table. Why would I choose to be shocked multiple times a day when I can just get hurt once and be done with it? That's dumb. New Dead Cells DLC just got one of those those amazing animated trailers. Oh, I love those animated trailers. They do such a great job with Dead Cells. You would choose shocked? Are you serious? What? Coffee table. Scorpio says coffee table. I am currently living the doorknob situation. Oh no. Boo. Oh man, my water, my Dr. Pepper is catching up to me. I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom here in a second. No, I would choose the coffee table for sure. Actually, funny story about that. So not really a funny story, but when I went to visit my mom like 2 years ago, I went boxing with her that day because boxing actually really helps with Parkinson's. And I have insulated pliers by the doors, and I touch them with it first. Really? Alex says coffee table. I always bump into something every day, so nothing really hurts anymore in that case. You know what? Let me go to the bathroom, and then I will tell you all my story about the coffee table, because I do have a story. Okay, so, why are your doorknobs electrified? Oh, big sticker. Part of it is the composite deck. It donates a ton of electrons, hurts so badly. Stepping on Legos does suck. That is bad situation. That's for sure. I forget which side you can see better. Like, well, when I'm looking at my screen, the rest is just socks on carpet. Okay, so when I went to visit my mom a couple years ago, I went boxing with her, and I must not have had enough water that day or something. I don't really know. And it was a Parkinson's boxing class. So everybody in the class had Parkinson's at some stage. So I don't really know what I was trying to prove, like that I was somehow like better off than these people, that I didn't have Parkinson's. I don't know. But I was doing everything like to the max. I was lunging all the way down to the floor and all this stuff. And I was thinking, I walk 2 miles every day. I'm super fit. I can do all this stuff. Yeah, well, I may have walked 2 miles every day, but I certainly wasn't strong. My muscles sucked. So anyway, I didn't drink enough water. And that night, my sister comes over to my mom's house and we are playing a game together or something. And I went to the bathroom really fast, and then when I came back into the family room, I knocked my knee on my mom's coffee table hard, and it immediately sent me into this like weird spiraling like nausea, and I like leaned over and I was like, oh my gosh. and I fell over on the couch, and so Katie was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine." And I kind of like nosedived into the couch, and I immediately, like, the pain was so bad that I started feeling nauseous, and then apparently I completely passed out on the couch, because the next thing I knew, I was like twitching like crazy, and I could hear my sister yelling my name, and I suddenly, like, my eyes sprang open, and I looked around, and I was still in the living room, and I was still on the couch, and I was still with my sister. But to me, it felt like I'd been out for like hours, and she was standing over me, and she was as white as a sheet. And I was like, "What happened?" And she goes, "You literally just hit your knee on the coffee table, and then you just started freaking out. Like, did you fall asleep? Like, what happened?" And I was like, "I thought I was asleep." And she was like, "No, no, no, no. You hit your knee on the coffee table like 15 seconds ago." And I was like, "I need to go to bed." It was so wild, and I still felt nauseous, and I still felt kind of sick, and I was just like, "I think I need to go to bed." And it was getting late anyway, and she was like, "Okay, yeah, like, I'll go." And so I went and got into bed, and all night long I was so unbelievably sick. I have rarely been that sick in my life. I was I was throwing up water. I couldn't keep anything down. I was so sick. And Charlotte was sleeping in like the guest room, the other guest room. My mom had like 5 bedrooms in her house. And I remember dragging myself, I'm not lying. I remember rolling off of the bed. No, I remember running to the bathroom to throw up again, and then laying there on the cold tile in just agony. I felt so sick. And then I remember being like, I remember being so cold. And so I got on all fours, and I dragged myself out of the bathroom on all fours, grabbed the blanket off my bed, and then crawled back to the bathroom, where I tried to throw up again because there was nothing left in me at that point. And I was like that all night long. And I finally text messaged my mom at like 3 a.m. because I could kind of hear people walking around upstairs. My stepdad had diabetes, and his feet were really bad, so he was up at odd times. And so I was like, I'm going to send this text, and maybe my mom is still awake. Or maybe it was 2 a.m. I don't remember what it was. But I text messaged her and said, "I'm sick in the bathroom downstairs. Can you please bring me some, I don't know, and Pepto-Bismol or some Alka-Seltzer or whatever." Alka-Seltzer was always my dad's like go-to for vomiting and stuff. And I heard, all of a sudden I heard bum, 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 bum. I heard my mom come running down the stairs, and she came into the bathroom, and she gave me, I don't remember what it was. And for the rest of the night, I still couldn't keep anything down. Nothing would stay down. And looking back on it, I really probably should have gone to the hospital. I was probably dehydrated at that point, but I didn't want to go to the hospital because America is great with its healthcare, and I was out of network, and I didn't want to go to the ER, and I didn't want to pay for this visit. And I just remember thinking to myself, "You'll make it, you'll be fine, you'll be fine, you'll be fine." And luckily I didn't fly home that day. I flew home the next day. So all day long, my mom took care of Charlotte, and I just laid flat out on the couch and just drank Gatorade all day. And I never threw up again, and I was able to recover, but I was messed up for like a week. Even the next day, taking Charlotte and getting on the plane and stuff, I still didn't feel right. Like, my equilibrium was off, everything. I have no idea what caused it. Was I in shock? I don't know. I have absolutely no idea. I think it had something to do with the fact, that I did that boxing class, and that I had worked so hard in the boxing class. And it's so dumb. Like, why did I work so hard in that class? What was I trying to prove? I was around a bunch of people that couldn't even walk straight because their Parkinson's was so bad. I don't know what I was trying to prove, but I didn't drink enough water. I don't really know, but it was one of the scariest moments because I was miles away from my husband, and I had a sleeping child in the room, and in the house, and granted my mom was there, but I almost called my sister and was like, "You need to take me to the ER." But I thought, no, it'll be fine. It'll be totally fine. I don't want to wake Katie up. It's 4 a.m. I should have, but I didn't. So even with that, I would choose to hit my shin on the coffee table instead of be shocked multiple times a day. I think I would probably choose the coffee table. I don't remember where I hit. I feel like I hit my knee, but I've only ever passed out, I think 2 times in my life, 2 or 3 times in my life. And 2 of those were because of food poisoning. And then the third time was that random time where I was at my mom's house. We have no idea. We have no idea what caused it. But it was really scary. My sister was really scared. Everybody was really scared. The worst pain in my life was passing a gallstone. Ooh. Yeah, I've never had to struggle with that. I'm thankful that I've been healthy. I remember when I was pregnant with Charlotte, and they thought I was in preterm labor. Turns out I was just dehydrated. Surprise. I hadn't drank enough water. I hadn't ingested enough water. And so whatever. And so I went to the hospital because my stepmom, who's a nurse, was like, you're kind of exhibiting signs of preterm labor. So, hey, it's Cage. We were just talking about Cage. Cage, remember that one time when I hit my leg on mom's coffee table and then I started twitching on the couch and you freaked out because you thought something was wrong with me, and something was wrong with me, but we don't know what was wrong with me. And then I ended up being sick as a dog all night in mom's bathroom. Do you remember that night? I should have called you and been like, come take me to the ER, but I didn't want to wake you up. Yeah, I was just telling them about that night. It was bad. It was super bad. I think I was watching you play Breath of the Wild, and I hit my knee on the coffee table and like spiraled into something. I don't know. I vaguely recall. Oh man. Well, that's because it didn't happen to you. I was the one that was up all night. You left and went home and probably went to sleep and we're fine. I got super sick. I don't remember why. I don't remember what happened, but I hit my knee on the coffee table and then like it caused so much pain. Yeah, I blacked out completely and I was like twitching on the couch and it was so weird. But have I told the story of when my dad was in shock on stream? I think I probably have. Because I was in a car accident when I was 3. I was ejected from the car out the half open window, passenger side, when I was 3, and my dad stayed with the car when my mom went with me and my brother to the hospital, and some lady came running down the ravine and was like, you're oh, Katie remembers now. She was like, sir, get on the ground, and he was like, excuse me, who are you? And he's by his totaled car. And she was like, is this your vehicle? Were you in this vehicle? And he was like, yeah, I'm just waiting for the police. And she was like, you are in shock. I am a registered nurse. Get on the ground right now. And he was like, no, I'm fine. I had my seatbelt on. Like, I'm totally fine. And she was like, get on the ground. She was screaming at him to get on the ground. So, he finally was like, okay. So he got on the ground and instantly the whole world started to like turn and blah, 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 and he blacked out completely. Your favorite Susie dad story was the one where my dad found another man in his bed? Dude, best story ever. I remember when my dad told me that one in the car, and he was milking it for every single second it was worth. He would like stop talking after a second just to like watch my reactions. I was driving somewhere and the whole time I was like, what is he talking? This cannot be real. This cannot be real. Oh my gosh. I know I've told that story on stream before. I don't want to tell it again if it's going to be if it's going to like be a repeat for tons of people, but I know Cage no, she has not finished Dread yet. She has not finished Dread yet. But she likes it, right? Haven't you enjoyed it? I don't even know. I haven't really been on the up and up of asking you about, like, I'm asking her about all these different moments, but I don't think I've ever been like, so do you like the game? I'm always like, what did you think of this boss? What did you think of this boss? What did you think of this boss? Ah! I'm just too excited about the reactions. When he told me that story about the man in his bed, well, yeah, it's easy to laugh later, but no. Like, it's easy to laugh about it later, but if you think about the repercussions or, like, what would have happened if he'd gone into, like, my sister's room or something? And now an anime. Okay. Yeah, she hasn't beaten it, but she's at the end. She's at the end. I offered she could beat it on stream while she's here this weekend, but I don't know if that'll happen. I don't know. You do need to finish it. It's got a pretty sweet ending. It's got a pretty great ending. I loved the whole game. I thought the game was fantastic. I loved it. I think my one beef, I agreed with J-Hops, where I wish that you could have toggled the missiles. Oh, I laughed when he first told me what. But it was also because he was laughing too. I mean, it was one of those situations where, how do you not laugh? I mean, how else do you react? There was nothing else you could have done. Spoiler alert, Zelda is actually a boy named Link. I know. What if Zelda was a girl? You clearly have not played this, Kristen. Or else you would know. There's so much to teach so many people out there. I dressed up as Link once for Halloween. I think Katie dressed up as Link once for Halloween too. My mom did her very best to make us these handmade costumes. Bless her. What? I think I have decided I'm probably not going to do a Zelda randomizer. Basically, Dad explained the randomizer to me in Discord, and it is way more complicated than I thought it was going to be. I don't think it's for me. I don't think randomizers are my things. My friends purposely call Link Zelda to make me mad. Well. Weren't you saying that somebody kept calling Walmart at Walmart in the Final Fantasy VII remake? Why didn't you just go to Walmart? I liked the Walmart, but they did draw it out a lot. It is so much longer in the remake than it is in the original game. I'm not really sure if they dragged out the game because they were trying to test the waters and maybe they were thinking, well, let's see how this one does, and then we'll move on from there. Or if they legitimately were like, let's add all of these new things just because we can and because it's fun. I think it might have been a combination of both. I don't know. Spoiler alert, Metroid can't crawl. That is true. Walmart, where all your wildest dreams come true. Well, that is Walmart for some people with enough money. Yeah, that's places like that. No. Places like that are sketch. Well, we've been playing Would You Rather. We've been doing some Would You Rather cards. I wasn't really sure what to do on stream today because with you coming tomorrow, I gotta figure something out to do with baby girl because it depends. My mother-in-law may or may not be able to watch her, and I thought about just bringing her with me, but the airport is an hour away, and I don't want to make her sit in the car for all that. Spoiler alert, Metroid is a girl in armor. Okay, so I've actually never played the original Metroid, like the very first one. I have played Super Metroid, but I haven't ever played the first one. You know what? We go through this every time. Yes, I have, because I played Metroid Zero Mission. Never mind. I know. So I had some options. I mean, I'm only going to be streaming for another like half hour to 45 minutes anyway, but I had some options. I can either do Stardew Valley. I can do some Dead Cells. You know what? I want to do some Dead Cells. I just made a decision. Let's slide on over there. I haven't played Dead Cells in a really long time. I just made an executive decision. Hold on. Metroid can't crawl. Or I guess we could do Guacamelee, but oh, I gotta turn off my music. Boop. Yeah, we are kind of like, what are we going to do when Katie gets here? Taking suggestions and votes on what do Susie and Katie play on stream. Well, I was thinking we would play some Snipper Clips together because Snipper Clips is hilarious. I have still not tried Risk of Rain. And then Katie has Overcooked, which is great diabolical fun. Wait a minute. Where am I? Oh my gosh, guys, this game. New schedule. Thursday, Sunday, and Tuesday. I actually stream Sunday and Tuesday evenings now, and Thursday afternoons. This game is so great. Oh man, I've had so much fun. Sure, I can quit, I guess. I've had a very good time playing Guacamelee, but I haven't played Dead Cells in a really, really long time. It will be downloaded now. A new update. Okay, we'll download it. That shouldn't take that long. If it's an update, it shouldn't take that long. Yeah. Well, I don't, I mean, realistically, I would love to stream more during the day, but given my schedule and everything, and with Andrew's schedule, I just can't do that. So I was like, I stream at 7:30 on Sunday nights. Might as well try a Tuesday night stream. I'm going to try it for a while, see if I become absolutely exhausted. It was really nice, actually, to not have such a big, long gap between streams. Really, really nice. And I'm hoping that with a third stream added to my schedule, I'm hoping now I can play kind of some bigger games like Final Fantasy VII, the original game, and like Horizon Zero Dawn, or maybe Okami or something like that, because I've never felt like I could really play big games like that because I streamed only twice a week and I just didn't feel like that was enough time. But we'll just kind of have to see. We'll feel it out and see what happens. If I feel like I'm suffering because of it, then I have not played The Last of Us. And I worry about The Last of Us because, trust me, I know how popular it is, and I know everybody loves it, and I know it's supposed to be like one of the best video games of all time. But I am a weenie, and I don't like gore, and I don't think it's the game for me. Trust me, I've thought about it. A first playthrough of The Last of Us would probably gain a little bit of traction. But there's my sister right there. Susie cannot play The Last of Us. I've heard it's amazing and it has an amazing story, but I just don't think it's for me. I actually caught a very quick glimpse of something the other day. It was on YouTube. I was scrolling through YouTube and it was I think it was The Last of Us. It wasn't The Last of Us 2. And she was just freaking taking people out left and right. And then there was some lady, I didn't even watch it with sound. There was some lady that was like pleading for her life or something, and you're standing there and then all of a sudden you just shoot her point blank in the face. And I was like, yeah, this doesn't really suit me. I don't think this is quite my game. Yeah, if I don't like gore, no, I think it's like, trust me, I'd love to experience something that so many people love, but it's just not for me. It's not my kind of game. I own it. I have it on my bookcase right now. And I just can't bring myself to do it. Nope. It is what it is. It's fine. Like I thought maybe, so before I played Little Nightmares, I was like, maybe this was just myself trying to rationalize and justify, but I was like, oh, it'll be fine. Like I haven't played a scary game in a really long time, but I've seen some things on YouTube or like on Instagram and stuff, like scary things that probably would have freaked me out like years ago, but I think I've grown up a little bit and I'm cool and it's fine. And I was wrong. Little Nightmares. Ugh. Now, granted, that had to do with little kids. Maybe that's why it bothered me so much, but I did play it and I did finish it, but I couldn't finish the DLC. I just couldn't. Not with that little arm. No. The Queen and the Sea. What? No, wait a minute. I don't think I have that. Oh, Fatal Falls. I do have that. Oh, I don't have Queen of the Sea. Okay, but I do have Fatal Falls. So how do I get there? Okay, it has been so long since I have played this game. Okay, what do we want our diet to be? Omnivorous. Randomize the appearance of food in your runs. You know what they say about a balanced diet. We'll do a fruitarian. No, a vegetarian. I'll be a vegetarian. I used to play in custom mode, but I will try normal mode. I don't know. Mario Kart 8 and allow your subs to race with you? That is a great idea. I actually don't own Mario Kart 8, and I've never played Mario Kart in my life. I'll tell you why. I suck at racing games. Like, really bad. Really bad. So bad. Oh, I am so bad. Whoa, what? Oh, apparently I have actually played this before. because apparently I played this a long time ago and I forgot that I did. If this sucks, I might go back to custom mode because I have the I've got like a setup that I like. However, a lot of you may be thinking, a custom mode, that's cheap. Then you can set it up to be like super powerful. Yeah, no. I can't even make it through the one boss cell run. Even with my custom mode. Can't do it. Nope, it's not possible. So I don't consider it cheating because it doesn't even really help me that much. What are my... Oh, I can't even remember the buttons. Can I jump? Yes, I can. Okay. Oh, man. What? Okay, wait. So I have a... Whatever that is. What do I have? Sadist's Stiletto. 40% damage on electrified targets. And then I have a blowgun. Poisons its victims. Okay. I got a cluster grenade, and I have a death orb. Slow moving, but devastating orb. Well, everyone sucks at Mario Kart. So when Katie comes, Katie does have Smash Brothers. I do not own Smash Brothers because I actually don't love those types of games. I don't love the button masher kind of games. They're not my fave. But I would be open. Oh man, I'm gonna suck at this because it's been a long time since I've played this and I can't remember how to do things. Oh, that was good. Oh no. That wasn't so bad. I like having ice arrows. Having ice arrows is good situation because then you can just freeze everything. But that poison thing is good situation. I don't have Mario Kart, but you do have Smash Brothers. Streaming the Uncharted video game, the movie is coming out soon. I did see that, and I have heard about Uncharted. I haven't heard a lot about it. I feel like... I think I asked this on Discord. I asked about... Wow, it is so weird playing this game on a big screen. Normally I only play it handheld, and it is different. Okay. I honestly don't know much about the Uncharted series, but honestly, there are so many games. So many games. I have so many games that I'm like, oh man, I should stream that. Oh, I should stream that. Oh, I should stream that. I do wonder how the Uncharted movie will do because movies based off of video games. Whoops. That is not what I meant to do. Okay. My brother figured out kind of the way to really kind of unlock the potential in this game. I have not. I have not quite been able to figure out how to make everything work for me. Like, oh. Like, the different weapons you can get and everything, there's kind of a way to figure it all out, and I have not been able to do that. I find the weapons I really like, and then I stick to them. But apparently there are so many different combinations, but I just suck at figuring them out. Although this doesn't seem to be doing too bad. However, this is the first place. That's true. We can do Risk of Rain. I haven't even tried it yet. I said I was going to be prepared and I was going to practice it, but I haven't even opened it up yet because I've been playing Guacamelee, which is a delight, by the way. Super fun. I don't know what I just got, but okay. I think I got money. Those guys actually take a surprising amount of life when they jump at you. If they can hit you, they take a lot of life. Like, a surprising amount of life. Oh, surprise. See, so I've already done all of this stuff. Oh. 239. What do I have now? 192? Oh. Inflicts a critical hit if the target is bleeding or poisoned. Oh, nope. That's what I need to keep because I got my little poison dart. That's why I keep killing guys so fast. I like it. I like it a lot. See, it's that kind of mentality where you're like, oh, okay, if I use this, after I use this, then I annihilate guys. I don't ever stop to think about that stuff. I just kind of find an ice arrow and then a super cool sword, and then I like the crossbow-matics. I actually think all of the I actually think all the different additions they've given are kind of do you see how much life that took? No. Oh no. Oh, those guys are a bad situation. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna die. There is no way. Oh my gosh, I need to drink something. Can I do that? No. Okay. Oh, hold. That was really close. This isn't even one boss cell. That is how bad I am in this game. Granted, it's been a while since I've played it. But I used to be really good at it. And then they added a bunch of upgrades, and then I kind of ended up sucking at it, and I don't really know exactly why. No. No. Wait a minute. No. Okay. Okay, on Sunday night, we're gonna have to stream with Charlotte. She will not take no for an answer. We're gonna have to stream with Charlotte. And Guacamelee, you can play with 3 players. Overcooked, you can play with 3 players. And, what is it? Snipper Clips. Icon Master! Oh, you've been wanting this for a while? Nice. Take advantage of those sales, man. Hello and welcome. Say hello, everybody. I feel like you've been here before, but I may be wrong. If I have forgotten, I apologize. I try to keep everybody straight, but sometimes. This game is great. If you like rogue-like games, it's super great. I am kind of divided on... Yes, you have. I remember you. I'm a little divided on roguelikes because I really liked this one, but weirdly enough... Wow, I am using the... What was that? Oh, that was my thing. I was pushing the button for roll. That is the button in Guacamelee. See? Don't play multiple games, kids. You can't ever remember what the... Oh. What? How do I get in there? What? How the heck? See, I really liked this game. I did not love Hades. Weirdly enough. I really, I used to play this game non-stop. And then, like I said, I feel like with all the upgrades they did, it got weird. And it got... This is going to sound really, like, mamby-pamby. But it got harder. And while that's going to sound really lame, I just felt like... I don't know. I just felt like that was kind of weird to make the regular gameplay without a boss cell to just make it just randomly harder. I was like, why? Why would you do that? But I guess because I'm thinking if people want a challenge, they can just do it with one boss cell, right? Why wouldn't you just make the regular game easier or like where it was for those of us that just like playing it as it was? I don't know. I was a little irritated by that because I was like, suddenly now I can't make it anywhere because everything is hard and everything sucks. But maybe that's just me being a weenie and complaining, probably. Oh, that's right. Critical if they're poisoned. That's right. Yes. Oh no. I haven't even made it past this place. Ooh. I know. Everybody loves Hades, and it didn't strike a chord with me. Michael is so depressed about that. Oh, wow. That was great. That was good. Well, Icon Master, you will like this game, I think. If you like roguelikes, you'll like this one. This one was really good. And no, we are not going to Prison Depths. Nope. I do remember which levels I like. Prison Depths is not one of them. I like the ossuary, which I think you can come to right after this one. The ossuary is cool. I think it has my favorite music. Oh my Gosh, I really need to heal. Like bad. Has my favorite music. And it's hard, but it's my favorite place. I have beat the game and gotten the one boss cell once. I have never been able to finish a one boss cell run through. Oh, that's right. I'm waiting for something that is not happening. Oh gosh. Why? Everybody just calm down. What? That did nothing. Ah. Whoops. I'm pushing the wrong buttons. I am so bad at this. Shovel Knight pocket dungeon? Really? You have done me a bamboozle. I thought it was just a puzzle game too. Huh. I loved Shovel Knight. Like the original Shovel Knight. Totally loved it. My favorite was Spectre Knight. Yes. My favorite was Spectre Knight. Spectre of Death. Spectre of Torment? Whatever that one was. That was my favorite, like, storyline. I did Plague Knight, and I couldn't, no, lies. I could not do Plague Knight. Plague Knight was it Plague Knight that was weird? Oh no, oh no. He will follow me all the way to the end of time. Oh no, he won't. Huh. Amazing. But he doesn't have a shield now, so that's cool. Okay. I thought they followed you, like, forever. I am wrong. And I'm happy to be wrong. I like having, what are they called? Ice arrows. Because then they freeze the guys. It's good. It's a good situation. You can play as all those in Pocket Dungeon 2. Plague Knight's my guy. Was it Plague Knight that I struggled with? I don't remember. I think it was the way that he jumps. Like some of the mechanics of like throwing the bomb in the air and then jumping on it over big gaps or something. It just didn't work with me. I don't remember why, but I really struggled with that. And then there was the next one that was like the Gold Knight Knight of Cards or something like that, and that one I really couldn't do. I consider myself able to play most games, but for some reason those ones just we got a mouse in my pocket? I could not. An order from the king, probably his officers. Anyone presenting behavioral disorders or noticeable physical deteriorations must be imprisoned immediately. Sounds like a cool guy. I'll get more use out of this than the guards will. Ooh, explosive crossbow? Bolts explode in the area of effect, and any enemy hit by a bolt suffers a critical wound. I do not like the idea of having a crossbow as a main weapon, and I don't want to give up my poison. Redeem, show us your pocket mouse for 15,000 channel points. One time, when I was in like New York or something, and we went to eat at some Chinese food restaurant. Oh man, this is a bad situation. Get out! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Ah! Oh, I'm so dead! Ah! Oh my gosh, he'll follow me! Oh my gosh! We went and ate Chinese food in a place in New York, and I got a fortune that said, like, happiness and something will come to you both. And I was like, got a mouse in my pocket. Mouse in my pocket. Oh, take that. You fell. You did. Yeah, I'm doing really poorly.
Okay, so hang on. I have an idea.
What is your idea? Oh yeah, Cage. I have so many great little commands. You can't use them as YouTubers though, sorry. I'm working on it. I think there is a software that might be able to let me do those commands with YouTube, but I have to, oh, whoops. But I have to figure that out. Boop. Sticker. Oh, it is baby girl's nap time. Nap time is the best time. Okay. Oh, what? I need to poison you first because then it's critical. It's a good combination. I don't know how I came across that combination, but it's a good combination. Where's my map? There's my map. Seriously, playing multiple games with like multiple controls, it really messes with your head. Oh, I loved Shovel Knight. Shovel Knight was great. I've actually never played a Mega Man game. And so Shovel Knight seemed very reminiscent of Mega Man. Okay, wait. 15. I'm going to do tactics. It took me a long time to figure out how to play this game. And even still, I still kind of suck at it. Like I said, I did really well when I had like my little setup. But now they don't let you do that setup unless you do a custom. But it doesn't even matter because I still suck at this game. I've only ever been able to make it to the very end boss on a no boss cells run. Ooh, I am moving fast. So, my skin is too oily. This is not staying on my chin. So, I have a friend that this main character reminds me of so much. This main character is so sassy. Totally reminds me of this friend of mine. Morass of the Banished. I don't think I want to go there. No, I want to go to the ossuary. That's where I want to go. Holy cow, there are a lot of baddies left. Cool. I like the ossuary the best. It's creepy, but I like it the best. This whole place is creepy. Let's call it what it is. What is even going on here? Everybody's sick. People are imprisoned because they're acting different. What the heck, man? What is going on? Is this a cane? No, it is a crowbar. Inflict critical hits for 8 seconds after destroying a door. Yeah, it's gonna be a no. What is this? A mushroom boy! Spawns a friendly mushroom boy, which charges and interrupts enemies, inflicting 81 damage and 163 extra damage if the enemy hits a wall. Trigger it again to inflict 488 damage and violate your soul. Huh. I'll take him. Inflicts 81 damage. I think I will take that. And then I will recycle this. Is it Manuel? Yes. He reminds me so much of Manuel. In his little isms and the ways that, like, he's so... Oh, I just walked into spikes. He's so sassy, but, like, he's kind of weirdly, like, nice, but he's also really sassy. And the way he, like, gives these super dramatic thumbs up in situations that do not ask for a thumbs up. It's just funny. It reminds me so much of him. But I don't even know how to, like, explain that to him. I'm like, you remind me a lot of this video game character. How do you even explain? Ah! If you haven't played it, you don't really get it. Oh, and my stuff is out. Dang it. Oh, gosh. If my stuff is out, I'm just running. My health. Oh, I am so close. I'm so close to the very end. And this, okay, so his little, like, watch him. He goes, like when he rubs his little face. It's actually, how can he see anything with that helmet on? I don't know. It just reminds me so much of him. Sassy. This way. I do remember the layout, kind of. I mean, it changes with every run through, but I remember like which places have different yes. I'm probably so screwed. We'll see. I haven't played through this game in a really long time using my, like, without my custom build. Just kind of relying on what they give you periodically or what you can buy. So an ossuary is apparently a place where they keep bones. So that's fun. It's cozy. Nice and cozy. A backpack? What is this? Allows you to carry a spare weapon. Hold the interact button to empty the backpack. Oh my gosh. That is excellent. I want that. Dang it, it's gonna take a while for me to get it. The bone zone. It is indeed. It is indeed. Sure. Launches a grenade. 75% damage on rooted targets. What is plus plus? Oh, quality. See, I don't even understand most of this stuff. I'm kind of like, eh. 70% damage to a stunned target. 175% damage to a frozen target. Victims' remains explode. Oh. Okay. I think we'll leave it there for now. Oh, that's right. I have to give a mutation. Melee attacks restore a small amount of HP depending on attack damage as long as you have an active speed buff. Melee kills reduce skill cooldowns by 0.62 seconds. Melee attacks slow down enemies. Melee attacks inflict bleeding. I think that's the one I'm going to do. Using a health flask adds 25% damage to your attacks for 12 seconds. If your flask is empty, it will refill after killing 12 elite enemies. You've got to be kidding. That's dumb. Your next melee attack after using a skill inflicts 264 damage. Oh my gosh. There are so many... Wow, they have so many more now. It's been so long since I've played this. Holy moly. 28% damage if there are no enemies near you. What does that even mean? How do you kill an enemy if you're not anywhere near it? It seems odd. Ammo. Dead inside. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do open wounds. I'm almost dead. Oh, I thought this wasn't here, but it is here. Yay! I was gonna say, I need this desperately. All right, ossuary it is. Ossuary. I used to be able to blow through all these levels and still get my butt kicked on the very, very last level. And then sometimes I'd make it through the last level and actually make it to the end boss. But I've only ever been able to make it to the very last level on one... Wow, that took a lot of his life down. I've only ever been able to make it to the very last level on one boss cell, I think once. Even with my custom setup, which is stupid. Those little things are gross. What are those called? I think they're called, like, corpse juice. That's disgusting. Oh. Oh, ah! Okay, in other words, I've never had to be careful before. And then they did all these upgrades, and now I have to actually be careful. And that's stupid of me to complain about that, but it's true. Yeah, see you later. Oh, gosh. Do you ever run out of corpse juice? Oh, now y'all are poisoned and bleeding. Oh. Oh, you're here. Oh, I see you now. Oh, gosh. I feel like that was a lot of intensity for a couple seconds. I guess I can use my... Oh, what? Shoot, I thought I would, like, throw him. Oh, dang. I need him to... Well, now he can't help me. Great, great, great. Bye. Oh, he jumps. Oh my gosh, I didn't know he jumped. That is great. Yes. Apparently they give you more boss cells. That's what I need because I want that backpack. Come on, come on, come on, we're on a time limit! Yeah, see you later. Oh, no, he's right there. Okay. Okay. Of course. When I need bad guys, I don't get bad guys. What? That is dumb. That is bad and dumb. Oh, what? That was awesome, dude. That was great. I've never used the Mushroom Boy before. I would take a bullet for Mush Boy. The stream broke for a good while, but we're back. Oh, it broke? Oh, no. I have had problems with my stream today. I don't know why. On YouTube? That's so weird. I've had issues with my stream all day today. Like, all day. I've been streaming for 2 hours. Since the beginning, I had some people say that it was buffering earlier, but I'm on a wired connection. That's weird. Uh-oh. Get him. Get him. Ah. Ah! There's so much happening. Oh, these freaking guys. I hate those guys. Get him. Or don't. Oh, he's so bad. Oh, he is so bad. Ah! And he can, like, teleport. Mushroom Boy is great. Does he have life? How do people kill Mushroom Boy? Oh. It may also be your internet. Oh gosh, I hope it's not everybody's internet, or I hope it's not me. My CPU is at 33%. Is that where it should be during a stream on OBS? I don't even know. All I know is I started using OBS. I started using OBS a while back because Streamlabs was using like 80 to 90% CPU, which was absolutely insane. It just randomly started too one day. It was just all of a sudden. It was just like, yeah, we're going to use pretty much all your CPU now. No matter what I did, I couldn't figure out how to bring it down. So I made the transition over to OBS, and I'm glad I did, because then Streamlabs turned out to be like a tool of a company, which I guess a lot of people knew, but I didn't yet. Okay, well, that's good. We had problems earlier. Yes. So far, we're doing okay. Mushroom Boy, doing all right. Oh! Maybe not. This is only like the second level. I have so far to go. Those guys are bad. Bad news. Oh, that is also bad news. I really want to know how Mushroom Boy... Ooh. Inflicts a critical hit on the third strike. No. Nope, nope. I like my little poison deal I've got going on here. It is better. It is a better situation. I know there are like a billion combinations you can use. No. Oh. He just freaking throws those guys on. Just headbutts them into oblivion. Big ol' radish. I'm gonna save you for later. A radish. Ugh. Oh, crap. Money! I think I just killed something, but I can't. I don't know. Ooh, that looks like an outfit. I kind of want that outfit, but I don't want to pay $1,700 for it. No. Come on, Mushroom Boy. We have baddies to kill. Whoa! Yeah, that is sweet. I like this Mushroom Boy. We're gonna... You know, obviously this blood is super pixelated and kind of weird, but Charlotte wanted to watch me play this game, and I was like, I don't think that's a good idea. I think I mean, it's pretty pixelated, but I just didn't. She seemed a little glassy-eyed while she was watching it, and I was like, you know, Charlotte, I don't think this game is for you. And she was like, no, no, I'm fine. I was like, I don't think you are. Oh, did we get him? Oh, we did. Oh, there's another one. Of course there is. I have 5,000. Get the fancy shirt. Coco Chanel. I don't even remember where it is now. I have 5,000? Oh, fancy shirt. Ice armor. Covers you in ice that absorbs 1 attack and explodes, freezing nearby enemies. What? No, that's not worth it. And I just wasted 1,700 gold. Boo. Boo to that, I say. I thought it was like Coco Chanel. And it was not. Boom. Yeah, Charlotte was a little glassy-eyed at the blood, and I was like, I mean, even though it's just pixels, it's still not ideal. So I was like, yeah, we're not going to play this game with you in the room. I lost interest in this game for a while. Like I said, it just got really challenging, and not that I'm a weenie, I'm fine with challenging games, but I don't necessarily like games that I can play through fine and then just become challenging because they just decided to make it more challenging even on the regular level. I felt like that was kind of a crappy move on my part. Like I said, if you want more of a challenge, then do it with 1 boss cell. Why not just keep it the same? Where's the fun if you don't try it? That is true. Okay. Have I been? Okay. Oh! Yeah, no. See? Ah! Oh, he made it through! Oh, no! Holy mackerel. Wow, that took a lot of life. Okay. I thought I was invincible with little mushroom boy constantly bouncing him backwards. I was wrong. I was totally wrong. I do like my mushroom boy. Okay, well that was pointless. So now we go down this way. Oh, I had that radish. I could have gone and used that radish. Dang. Oh well. This stuff. This freaking stuff. It's gross. Nobody asked for it. We are going to have such a good time this weekend, Cage. It is going to be so good. Whoa, I just aimed somewhere way up in the distance. Like I said, though, I'm not really... Hey, it's Marquet! Happy New Year! How are you, my friend? Did you do anything fun for New Year's? We did not do anything fun for New Year's. We just went to bed. And listened to everybody else celebrate and do awesome fireworks. Whoa. Hold on. Oh, apparently I am super smart and I can read maps. And I know exactly where I'm going. How did I miss that? I don't know how I missed that. Seriously, it has been a really... Oh, you had COVID over New Year's. Oh, no. Wait. This is not where I wanted to go. Oh, I am so sorry. I hope it wasn't a super bad case. Like, were you hospitalized or did you just stick it out at home? I hear that it's bad right now. It's really bad. Hospitals are really struggling. There's not a lot of room. It is bad. No, don't. Oh, it resisted something. I don't remember what it resisted. So today's stream is a little bit of a kind of a weird stream because my sister is actually coming into town tomorrow and we're going to be streaming a bunch of different things over the next week. So I didn't want to get a new game started. I just finished my other one last game. Or last stream. So I didn't want to start a new game when we were going to be kind of changing games. Susie, the line for COVID tests are wrapped around the block. Ugh. There was somebody in our church congregation that did like an at-home COVID test. And that worries me. I feel like, I don't know. That makes me nervous. Wouldn't you want to have a doctor do that for you? Maybe I'm wrong. Oh. Yes. Seriously, what happens to this little mushroom boy? He's just invincible. Right? Am I crazy? Oh, wow. That was a much... Oh, gosh! Oh, man. Oh, no! Too many things! Holy cow. Well, oh, shoot. What? I thought he was going to die. He did not. Stuck it out at home. I was coughing, had the chills, and my body ached. But if I wasn't jabbed up, it would have been bad. That is true. You know, I actually got my booster shot 2 days ago. And yesterday, I was so miserable yesterday. Oh my gosh. I felt so sick. And I am definitely not pregnant, but I felt like I had morning sickness. I was nauseous. I was right on the verge of that nausea all day. Oh, it was awful. I couldn't eat anything. And I was like, surely this has to do with the vaccine, like the booster. I mean, it sucked. It was so bad, but I mean, worth it, but I just hadn't really expected to feel like sick to my stomach all day. It was bad. It sucked. I need to remember my tactical things. Like my... Oh, I guess I am using my mushroom boy, but... The at-home COVID test isn't bad. You just swab your nose. Are we sure the vaccine can't get you pregnant? That is a good question. If it did... Oh, you're saying the vaccine, not the booster? Because I was going to say, if it did, that was super fast. No. And actually, honestly, yesterday when I was sitting there just like laying around in misery, I was like, I cannot do this again. I cannot have another baby. Everybody suffers when I get sick. Everyone suffers. Like when I was pregnant with my second, I was so miserable. And therefore my daughter Charlotte suffered and my husband suffered and my mother-in-law suffered because I needed help from everyone. It was awful. And so last night feeling those kind of like reminiscent feelings of nausea and stuff. What is gasp? I can't remember. I have hotkeys on my computer. I can set those off myself. I was just like, there's no way. I can't do this again. I will never get pregnant and have another baby if I can help it. Like if it happens by accident, then I will be super sad and I will probably cry. But I am going to do everything in my power to not get pregnant again. No way. 1% of HP recovered per attack. 100% damage taken. Shoots an arrow upward. No, I still like my poison deal I've got going on here. Oh, that's a cursed chest. Nope, nope, nope. Not doing a cursed chest. No way, no how. I'm a weenie. No cursed chest for me. If you open a cursed chest... Wait a minute. Where's that? Where was that radish? There it is. If you open a cursed chest, you're cursed, and you can't get hit once. And you have to kill 10 enemies. But you cannot get hit once. But you get some super sweet item. But for me, I just never felt like the item was actually worth it. Maybe that's just me, but... I sure hope the vaccine can't get me pregnant, because that would... If it did, then I would have gotten sick a long time ago. I was vaccinated back in June. But, man, yeah, being pregnant, there's no way. I can't. Oh, I just broke that door. Cool. Great. Great, great. That's an elite. I hate elites. Oh. Oh, and it's following me. No! Oh my gosh. No, 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 no. Can it teleport? Because if it can... No, he cannot. Oh. What do I do? Just do that. Is that the elite? Oh, what? There are two? What? Oh, he can. Oh, gosh. He's big, giant, huge. Huge elite. Okay. All right. Oh, we got one. Let's get another one. How are there two? I have literally never had that happen before. Oh, he like grows. Oh. Oh, we did it. That wasn't so bad. Okay. We're okay. We're all right. We got this. The damage you take is inflicted on the enemy. Damage from projectiles reduced by 75. Yeah, I'll take that. Heck yeah. You know, if somebody just... Oh, surprise. I got money. Wait, I want that. If somebody just handed me a baby, I would absolutely just take... I would just take a baby, for sure. But to actually get pregnant and go through the whole pregnancy and deal with like... So yesterday morning when I felt so crappy, I had to wake up and I had to get my daughter up and I had to take her to school and it was awful. And I was like, man, I couldn't do this. I don't know how people do it when they have like multiple kids and they're pregnant and they've got like a toddler and babies and all sorts of things. I was like, there's no way. I do not do pregnancy well, and there are some women who love pregnancy, and I am just not one of those. It is so hard for me. Oh, I always think I can get him before he can get me, and I am always wrong. Like, for all the ladies that are like, oh, I love being pregnant, I'm like, good, then do it. Then be pregnant for those of us that can't be. Have 6 kids and be great at it. I cannot do that. I will not do that. Everybody suffers around me. I suffer and I love my babies and I am really, really happy. Oh, we're coming up to the Black Bridge. Well, that's where I'm going to die. Probably. I'm really happy I have my 2 girls, but that's as far as I can go. I can't. If somebody handed me a baby, I'd say, cute baby, and coo at it and then give it back. And that's fine. That's fine. Your neighbors on average have 9 kids per family. Yeah, no. Nope. There's no way. No. That is not for me. Execute mobs under 15% health. Effect halves for boss. Halved. Wow, I can read. Halved for bosses. Execute mobs? What is a mob? Your worth is not dependent on your ability to bear children. Oh, you live in a Hasidic Jewish community. Okay, that does make sense. Well, I mean, I'm a member of the church, so that's really common for members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. That's really common. People having lots and lots of kids. And I know my worth isn't dependent on that. I know that, but and it's fine. I'm completely fine with only having my 2 kids. That's kind of all I've really ever wanted. And I've been pregnant 3 times and experienced, you know, kind of the sickness that came along with it. But then I miscarried. Your roommate has 11 siblings. And Fresh's mom has 8 siblings. Whew, that is a lot of siblings. Wait, which roommate? 11 siblings. Do I know this roommate? Speed buff after multiple kills is now 3 times as long. Oh. Gosh, I don't even know. Ammo. Reducing a curse restores 5% HP, but increases the number of skills. What? No. Curses are bad news. Bad news. Recover 0.32% HP after killing an enemy. I don't even know how to parry an attack. Leah? Really? She has 11 siblings? Holy cow, that's so many kids. Granted, it was cheaper to have kids back when Leah was born, right? Or like when Ander has an uncle that has 9 daughters. It was cheaper to have kids back then. Nowadays, it is so expensive. And my babies are formula babies. And that automatically adds a whole extra layer of expense because I can't feed my babies with my own body, which sucks, but whatever. It is what it is. I'm just grateful for formula. If I didn't have formula, my babies would starve. But it's like, that's expensive. That's money. I'm gonna do this one. I don't know how much it'll help me, but use. Alex's mom has 5 siblings. My dad has 13. Woo! Yeah, Catholics. It's a lot of siblings. I am 100% on board with all people. There will be an ad in about 13 seconds. I apologize for those that have to sit through that ad. I'm sorry. I am fine with people if they want to have a bunch of kids. I think that's great. I do think having children should be like, oh, this is gonna suck. Mushroom boy! This is gonna be so bad. I've never done this boss without a crossbow-matic. Oh, this is gonna take forever. Oh. Yeah, go at it, mushroom boy. Go at it. This is gonna be bad. Bad. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, what? I really wish I had my crossbow-matic. This is so bad. Oh my gosh, there's no way. I'm not gonna be able to make it through this fight. Can you roll through that? I do think that there are a lot of parents that think having kids is going to like somehow solve their marital issues or whatever, and that is not true. They're missing something in their lives, and so they decide, oh, I know what I need another baby, and that is not true. You cannot just have, oh, his life isn't even halfway down. I'm so gonna die. There's no way. Oh man, no! Seriously, I've never done this fight without a crossbow-matic. Nope, I don't think you can make it through that. Oh! Oh gosh, that's right. I remember. Just gonna get 1 hit. What did Michael say? 2 hits. 2 hits and then run. 2 hits and then run! Oh no, 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 no. Bad situation. Oh. At least Mushroom Boy can hit him while he's... Okay, we're at half-life. We are at half-life. Oh no. Oh my gosh. I actually have to use like, I have to actually use skill? That sucks. I don't want to use skill. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Crap. Ugh. We can do it, Mushroom Boy. We can do it. Oh. Oh. Gosh, this is so bad. This is so bad. Oh my gosh. I don't know how I'm doing this. Honestly, I don't have a freaking clue. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh my gosh. I don't even know if it's worth it. My brother can do this whole fight without getting hit once. I cannot. I only have 1 thing of life left. Just annihilate him. Get him. Oh my gosh. Get him before he takes me down. One more. Get him. Oh my gosh, we got him. I don't know how I'm gonna make it through the next levels, but what is that? A Vorpan? Great job. Thank you, Icon. That's very nice of you. I feel like I did a terrible job with that fight, but I managed to stay alive. So that's good. I don't even know what the heck that is. Inflicts a critical hit if the enemy is facing you. It's just a magnifying glass. I don't understand. I have so many questions. Phaser teleports you behind the enemy. The next inflict. The next attack inflicts 263 damage. No. This is my problem. That's true. That is true. Thank you for making me feel better. You have made me feel better. What? I want to go to the next level. Oh, leave. I can read. I got this. I can totally read. Oh, it's been a long time since I've played this game. Here's part of my problem too, is I'm too afraid to branch out from what I already have. No, I don't want to do this. I want to get my backpack. I want that backpack. I'm too afraid to branch out from what I already have because what I already have is working. And so I'm like, oh no, I don't want to do that when I could potentially find something that actually works better, but I'm too scared to branch out. Don't question item designs in roguelikes. There's 2 teddy bear items in Risk of Rain 2. 2 teddy bear items? As well as a quail. Okay. Well, we're definitely not going to the Slumbering Sanctuary because the Slumbering Sanctuary is the worst. At first I thought it was really cool until they decided to up... Oh. We have a new one. Hold on. Okay, I've never been here. This looks fun. This looks like a vacation. I'm super excited. Fractured shrines? Actually, it sounds absolutely terrifying. Yikes. And do these teddy bear items or the quail, do they do anything for you? Or are they just comfort items? Fun story about quails. I came out of my house one time when I was like 10, and my neighbor across the street, or no, down the street, from me was running around the street chasing after these little moving things, and there was a mother quail that had gotten up on the bye Rumi, thank you for being here, I appreciate it so much. There was a mother quail that had gotten up on the curb, but her babies couldn't get up on the curb, and so I ran around with him and helped these little baby quails up onto the curb, and it was adorable. Oh, you are scary. Oh wow, you can... Oh, what? I'm gonna die within being here for like 10 seconds. Oh my gosh. What? Ah! Fractured shrines. Fractured shrines are bad news. Wow. Oh, they do good stuff. Okay. I thought maybe it was just like, surprise, you got a teddy bear. Yay. What are you? Why? I don't understand. Is this... Can I go down? Or am I just gonna die? I'm gonna die. Okay. Let's not go down there. Okay, alright, okay. We are experiencing this for the first time together. Maybe. Holy cow. Everything just got so much harder and so much worse. Like, what happened? I need my crossbow-matic is what I need. Oh, he saw me. Holy mother. What? There's no way. I'm not gonna survive. Oh, he teleports to where his thing is. Got it. Oh, that's right. I need to actually call the mush boy. Wow. Okay, I'm only 5 minutes into this level, and I have already had to heal. That's a great sign. Oh, this is the baker. He can give you stuff for my health. Okay. Well, this is a place. Oh, whoops. That's not what I meant to do. Yes, this is where I need to be. I don't like these birds. Or those guys, but those guys are manageable. They're fine. Those guys, we can party because I'm fine with those guys. Those guys though, no way. What just happened? That is a spring trap. I got it. I see. Wow, this place is terrible. Like really bad. I wonder if my brother has played this. Oh, he's gonna see me. Nope, not through the door. Stickers. Like I said, once I can get my hands on like all, oh, no way. Nope. Nope, nope. Once I can get my hands on some all green stickers, we'll have some fun with some chroma key. I can't kill that guy. What just hurt me? Oh, you! Oh, I hate those guys too. Freaking guy. Yeah, get out of town. Oh! What in the world? Oh my gosh! This place is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Wow. I don't even know if I'm having fun. Holy moly. Man, if fans asked for, like, more challenge, they got it. Wow. I don't like these fractured shrines. I like the music a lot, but I don't like this place. Oh, and they have those guys? Of course they have those guys. And they have a statue of a terrifying being that's gonna come to life. I knew it! Oh, I knew it! I am not getting any cells. I'm just running. Oh my gosh. Just run. Oh my gosh, they're everywhere. Oh my gosh. Can I stand on this? Yes. Okay. Oh, you know what? You know what? I could probably do this place if I had my custom build and I kind of knew what I was doing. But in the state I'm in right now, I feel like I am just grasping at straws. Those guys with their giant spears that can like, oh. Well, that's been fun. Time to move on to something else. Wow, that was an insane level. See, here's the thing with Dead Cells. So by the time you reach it to a level like that, give me my money. So by the time you reach it to a level like that, you should have a pretty good build of weapons and like the little upgrades you can get, or like the scrolls that upgrade your stuff. But since I don't really quite understand how to make a really good build, and I kind of just gloss over that, and I'm like, oh yeah, no, I don't want that. And I make my own custom build, which works for me, but isn't exactly super powerful. Like that thing where you, you know, the sword that works better, like it gives like a critical hit to something poisoned or whatever. That's the kind of stuff you have to pay attention to, and that's the kind of stuff I don't pay attention to, because I'm just like, is it strong? Does it hit really strong? Okay, well then I'll take it. But I don't pay attention to that kind of stuff, and so by the time I reached that level, I should have been stronger than I really was. But because I'm kind of an idiot and I don't take that, like, I don't like video games that make me think. Your thoughts on Metroid Dread Time Magazine Best Video Game of the Year? Did they really name it Best Game of the Year? Holy cow, stop the show, stop everything. I don't know if Scorpio, I don't know if you're still here, but I just saw the message that you sent when you subscribed that tomorrow is your wedding anniversary, and I apologize that I missed that. I'm so sorry. I have a tendency to only look at the alert on my screen, and that doesn't actually show the message, or maybe it does and maybe I just don't see it. But when I look down into my recent events, that shows me the message. I am so sorry I missed that. If you are still here, I apologize. I'm sorry. Here's the thing. I can't really agree if Metroid Dread was the best game of the year, because I only played, what, like 4 games that were new over the year, so I can't really say. Overall, I loved Metroid Dread, and I thought Metroid Dread was great, and I think it's a fantastic game. Does it deserve Time Magazine's Best Game of the Year? I don't know, but I'm here for it. I say that's great. Good job. Was that Retro Studios that did Metroid Dread? I don't even remember. It must be, right? I loved it. I thought it was great. I did not realize it was Time's best video game of the year or whatever. I read through the list of IGN's 100 best video games of all time, and that's a really hard list to come up with. I feel like that's a really difficult list to even make. How do you even judge what the 100 best video games of all time are? Because all of them are so different. I don't know. Hollow Knight was way low on the list from what I remember. Wilder Myth. Yeah, number one video game. Oh wait, one Wilder Myth as number one video game of the year, or Breath of the Wild as the best video game of all time. That's I think what IGN said was the best video game of all time. Now, I understand games being on that list of like Ocarina of Time was on that list, right? Ocarina of Time and Final Fantasy VII was on that list of 100 best video games of all time or whatever. Wilder Myth. I've never even heard of Wilder Myth. What is that? Why is everybody stoked? Oh, everybody was stoked that Retro Studios did Metroid Dread, because yes, I loved Metroid Dread. I thought it was great. It was super great. Best game I've streamed to date. Best time I've had streaming a game to date. It was awesome. I loved it. I've never even heard of Wilder Myth. It's a character-driven, procedurally generated. I am having a really hard time reading today. Tactical RPG designed to help you tell your wildest stories, like the best tabletop role-playing experiences. Wilder Myth gives you choices and answers your every decision with consequences that drive your characters forward. How interesting. Thanks for being here, Alex. Have a good day, my friend. I will probably sign off here soon too, because I'm so tired. Not that I can take a nap, not this late in the day, but it's almost time for me to sign off anyway. I've never even heard of Wilder Myth, but I do trust IGN, like for the most part. IGN also put Undertale on the best 100 games of all time. Now, I have a slightly different opinion of I have a slightly different opinion on
Okay, so hang on. I have an idea.
darling little Charlotte. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like it's hard to say this is the best game of all time, because you're always going to make somebody upset who didn't like that game or whatever. I have plenty of viewers that did not love Breath of the Wild, and plenty of viewers who did. I personally loved Breath of the Wild. I can totally see why people were like, Breath of the Wild was a great game, but it's not a Zelda game. I totally understand. I have a slightly different opinion on Undertale than everybody else. I did not love Undertale nearly as much as everybody else did. I thought Undertale was fun, and it was exciting, and it was different, and it was odd, and it was very unique, and I had a good time playing it, but I certainly didn't like fall head over heels for it like a lot of other people seem to have done. But I don't know. 100 best games of all time? I don't know. I can understand games like I was saying, like Ocarina of Time, which were kind of like segues into something bigger. Like Ocarina of Time wasn't it the first 3D Zelda game? So it made a huge impact on the gaming community because it was so different, and it was such a monumental achievement at the time, right? So I can kind of understand that. Like Final Fantasy VII was the same way. Final Fantasy VII kind of changed RPGs with the way that they, the sprawling story and all that stuff. Like it was kind of like, maybe I'm wrong, but my brother played a lot of video games, and I had never seen anything like Final Fantasy VII. I was so dumbstruck by Final Fantasy VII, by the story, the fact that it was 3 discs long. I mean, for me, that was so insane. I could not. And you're right. Also, really, what's the point in naming the best game of all time? What does that accomplish? I don't know. Most influential games would be a better list. I agree, because there are games that broke molds, games that, you know, created these, that kind of created other games, you know, like think about it. Metroid created a whole genre of games, right? The Metroidvania genre. So Metroid and Castlevania, you know, these two games basically created a whole different genre that has withstood the stands of like withstood time, right? We still continue to get these new games that come out that are described as Metroidvanias because of those two games. That's cool. That's really, really cool. I don't know. Best 100 games of all time? I don't know. Like, I loved Breath of the Wild, but would I say it's the best video game of all time? I don't know. Because I also have games like Final Fantasy VII, which are emotionally important to me. So while the total, like overall, like the game's graphics are terrible, you know, it's a bunch of polygon people. And that doesn't stand up very well. But the story is great. And, you know, in the cutscenes, they don't look so bad. But that will always be an emotional attachment for me. And so I will never be able to say that Final Fantasy is not one of my top games anymore because it has this emotional attachment for me. So I don't know. I think that's kind of hard, but I agree with Katie. I think most influential games list would be better because how do you even name the best game of all time? And I know everybody was kind of what's funny is I watched the Amazon Game Awards and people were all saying that it was rigged and all this stuff because It Takes Two won the best game of the year, I guess. Which I'd love to play. It Takes Two. I've heard it's fantastic. But it was up against Resident Evil Village, I think, and Metroid Dread and Deathloop. I can't remember exactly what that one is, but it was up against, you know, a bunch of really great games. But I remember all these people commenting and saying it was rigged and everything. And I thought, it doesn't matter what would have been picked. Somebody would have been mad. Somebody was going to disagree. Everybody, you know, Metroid had their fans and Resident Evil had their fans and It Takes Two had their fans. I will say I was surprised that It Takes Two took home the award. I've never played it. I've heard it's great, but I just never, you know, I've never played it, so I can't honestly say. Katie says, well, and what you're saying about Final Fantasy VII, other people could say about Undertale or Hades or Stardew. See, exactly. So everything is, what is that? Objective? Subjective? I can't quite remember. But everybody has a slightly different opinion. Like, I did not love Hades as much as everybody else did. And so for me, I'm kind of like, yeah, you know, Hades was good, but it was on that best games of, you know, 100 best games of all time or whatever. And I'm like, you know, like it was good. I liked it, but I certainly didn't have that kind of reaction where I just totally loved it. Oh, and Psychonauts and Ratchet and Clank. You are right. And I actually would love to play both of those. I'd love to play all the games that were nominated except Resident Evil, because I'm not a Resident Evil person. But my interest was definitely peaked in Psychonauts, and it was peaked for It Takes Two. And it was, yeah, basically. People should just play games instead of basing their opinions on what other people say. If you want to try a game, then try a game. Don't worry about reviews because it's the same as movies. Like some people love some movies and some people don't love the same movie that you love. Like I told basically Dad to go watch Galaxy Quest because I was like, Galaxy Quest is one of the funniest movies I've ever seen. And you know what? He didn't even really like it that much. And I was like, what is wrong with you? So naturally, he's not my friend anymore. No, of course not. Like, people just have their opinions, you know, whatever. But I am interested in Psychonauts, but I don't have a PS5, so I cannot play the Ratchet and Clank game, but I've heard great things about it, but I can't actually play it, so. Okay, well, this is where I'm going to leave my stream for today. Charlotte is going to be home from school soon, and I'm going to sign off for now. But thank you guys so much for being here. Today's stream was kind of weird because I didn't really have a direction to go because I didn't really want to start something new with my sister coming into town. Our streams over the week are going to be kind of different and broken up. So I'm not exactly sure when I will be back with a stream because yes, I agree. This is why cancel culture sucks and shouldn't be a thing. People should be able to have their own opinions and be able to play a game because they want to, or watch a movie because they want to, or like a celebrity because they like what that celebrity does or whatever. The fact that one group of people or one really, really loud voice has control over everybody else's opinions of something, that should never happen. That's not cool. I don't know, like I said, I don't know exactly when I will be back because normally I usually don't stream until Sunday nights, but with my sister here, I don't know. We'll just have to kind of see what happens when we can get together. But my guess is on Sunday evening, my guess is we will be streaming with the legendary C Prime herself. I don't know what we'll do yet, but we'll do something. I'm gonna go pick my sister Katie up from the airport tomorrow, and it's gonna be awesome. I'm so excited for her to come. Thank you guys all for your subscriptions and for your channel point redemptions. I've got a couple community challenges going, so check those out if you're interested. As always, if you have not already or if you'd like to, please feel free, join our Discord. We have a really good time there. Very wholesome place, very safe place. It's all filled with positivity. So, once again, thank you guys for being here. And I do announce my streams if there are any differences, like a bonus stream or whatever. I do announce that on Discord. So, but next time you see me, I will not be alone. I will be with my sister, who is also legendary, the legendary Katie Arrington. Woo! I'm going to see her tomorrow. So everybody have a good rest of your day. Thanks for being here. Thanks for your support. I really appreciate it. And I will see all of you guys next time.